Hello, everyone, and welcome to Failed Save. My name is Vince Casso, and I am your very gnome-friendly DM for this campaign. This is episode 25. That's how you know gnomes are going to die in this episode.
Oh.
This is episode 25 of our series, and is titled The Siege of Vorbar. This show utilizes the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game system in my homebrew setting, borrows all these faces, and is completed by a wonderful cast of adventurers. Let's meet them.
It's just, Vince, it's just that, like, saying that you're gnome friendly is exactly like when you meet somebody and they tell you that they like a specific type of person.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I have a lot of friends that are blank.
I should
You know what
clarify
I mean?
because this episode is all gnomes.
Oops, all gnomes,
It's
baby.
oops, all gnomes.
To be fair, Chirp, you also lose your mind.
You literally can't shut up about it.
Yeah.
Listen,
So who are our players?
I refuse to go until we clarify this conversation.
God.
I'll wait. No, hi, I'm Abria Iyengar playing Fess, your half-elfin ranger. Both of our pronouns are she, her, and I'm just staring at Bor with the good hair, and that's why I started laughing. And I just want everyone to know that.
Thank you. I'm Xander Shanray, and I'm playing Bora, your Furbolg paladin. I use he, him pronouns, but tonight I'm using she, her when I'm playing the character. And we're excited.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Kaylee Ray, and I'm playing Ella Britt, your Turtle Death Cleric, and both of us use she, her pronouns.
Hello, everyone. I'm Gina DeVivo, and tonight I'm going to be playing your old man Murray, who is a tiefling paladin. I use she, her pronouns, and Murray is a he, him.
it's so long as Murray still exists. For as long as he has left, he's a he, him.
Exactly.
I'm Anthony Carboni, and I will be playing your honest, forthright, and caring Eric Okra monk, Chirp
All right.
Burbington, and we are both he, him.
And remember that you at home have a disturbing amount of power over our story. We have a series of donation tiers allowing you to do everything from banking up rerolls, providing a player with a massive charisma boost and the flowing, glowing locks of Bora herself, kicking off a The Office-style confessional cam, granting our players a siege weapon that will come into play later in the episode, and finally, kicking off Oops All Bora, wherein all of our characters suddenly take on the voice and mannerisms of our favorite blue paladin.
This feels like an act of violence against me, and I love it.
If we hit our donation goal for the night, we'll premiere the next episode of our special side adventure, a very pet adventure, The Quest for Cornbread. But in the meantime, let's recap. Our last episode saw our adventurers at the inn at the end of the world, a mysterious establishment they discovered in the desolate tundras of Heinthold. Welcomed by the innkeepers Aina and Onru, the team received a short tour of the inn and settled down to dinner. Much discussion was had, with the innkeepers further probing about the party's feelings regarding their adventuring life. The group largely retired to an impromptu jazz session in the parlor, and Ella was held back to speak with the proprietors. She asked about a god she was supposed to meet. The owners admitted they knew no such god, but told Ella they could assist her nonetheless, though they did not specify how. Dreams accosted some of our party that night, with Bora meditating on visions of a city aflame and the mirror roots. Morning came and the group packed up to leave. Fess received an envelope. Chirp thought on the news clipping he received the previous night, and Ella a business card from the proprietors. The group looked over the fresh signatures in the guest book and took their leave. They arrived in a warm forest, apparently far from the frozen Heinthold. Discovering a rebel camp, they received a not-so-subtle message from Philemon to steer clear, and instead opted to follow Bora's dreaded feeling over the hill, where they discovered the city of Vorbar, and evidence of a Khazaric army amassing in the distance. Proceeding in, an acolyte of a local religious group approached, apparently shocked to see Bora. The group was dragged through the city and introduced to the Order of the Lady Between and her acolytes. They beseeched Bora to seek out the grove where their lady lived and bring her to help heal the mirror roots which bore a distinctive corruption. They took off through the city, the plains, and into the wood. Working their way into dark and magical grove, they found the missing acolytes attempting to penetrate an impassable thicket of forest. Bora focused her power and found the path through. Beyond it was a bioluminescent wonderscape, and Bora followed the trail, pulling her very sticky friends along behind. Thorny
No.
wood sprites led her deeper still until she found a bed of flowers and leaves on it. And upon that bed, a blue-skinned woman who turned to regard her, saying only, "Bora?" The woman, lying before you, turns, propping weakly up on an elbow and taking you in. "Bora?"
I'm so sorry. Who are you?
Oh my. Now of all times, I've missed you every minute of every day, Bora. But you found me. How did you find me?
We were searching for the lady between. Have you seen her?
That is what the gnomes have taken to calling me.
Well, then you can help. We need your help right away. It seems these roots have been infected, and it seems like you know how to fix it.
I love your sense of urgency, but can we all just stop and other Bora? There's
Yeah.
only one Bora, but now two the other Bora.
don't-
Explain.
Don't point, but yeah, that though.
Also,
have to
are
do
you
two
okay,
feather.
ma'am? Did you just you said that she lifted up weakly? Like she
Yeah.
looks...
And so, Bora, this is actually something that you can relate to as well, as the longer time has gone on and the closer to Vorbar and to this person you've gotten, the more of that disassociated weakness, that dispersal, both mentally and physically, you've been feeling, as if something's draining off of you. At which point, by the way, the magic of this grove infects you all.
I don't know if it does.
And we
Disagree.
have an oops all Bora.
Wow! Right out the
I like to
gate.
think Chirp did this
Yes.
by pointing at. We usually have one. Now we
no.
have two. Now we have.
Now we have
Oh no, I pointed in a magic grove. This is totally on me.
What have you done? What's happening? Wait.
You think that we're all in slow motion, but no, it's actually that we're all Bora.
You guys sound great.
And at the same time,
Honestly, I'm a fan.
we have a confessional for Nasiq.
He sounds like Bora.
Question, is Nasiq also a Bora?
I think she is, yeah. This is so much easier when everyone's doing it, right?
Usually, this is a lot to take in for me. After all, I've been through the ringer on all these types of things, and I have to say, I don't think the voice suits me an awful lot. I thought I'd seen it all with these crazy people, but as it turns out, they've always got one more surprise in store. However, as much as I appreciate the vocal characteristics of our favorite Furbolg, I still wish I could just get a little bit of that hair. Oh well, perhaps for another time. I'm going to go back to being very quiet for a very long time. Speaking of which, speaking of hair, we do have a little bit more magic latent in this grove as this conversation ensues.
Thank you very much, but no, I've had enough magic for one day.
Quite a lot
As-
of magic.
As a matter of fact,
Doesn't exist.
It's awfully nice of you to offer, but I think not.
I'm
Chirp.
full.
Chirp and Ella,
Oh no.
the bioluminescence appears to seep into your being as the thorny creatures paw at your ankles, and you feel something coming over you. You both grow massive, flowing locks of hair, very much in the style of Bora, and all of a sudden, you get a +5 additional charisma boost, each of you.
Dang, I don't even get that.
Wow.
In failed safe fashion, the bonuses we add are always better than what the person originally had.
Yeah. And also, always hair related.
Always
Yeah.
hair related here.
Always hair related.
Oh my goodness.
Excuse me, can I please braid your hair, both
Wow.
of you?
At once? I'd love to see that happen.
My hair is usually braided. I don't know what happened.
Fess cocks her arms like guns. Gets ready for the braid of her life. This is
Like Henry Cavill in Mission Impossible,
Yeah.
just load those fuckers up.
Let's go.
I don't know why, but when you did that, I had the sudden urge to challenge you to arm wrestle.
Whoa.
While all of the various Boras fuss over each other, it's time for us.
Y'all ever seen Muppets Take Manhattan when Kermit meets all the other Kermits?
While we ponder that anecdote, it's time for us to bring in one more Bora. We're about to go to a BRB screen very quickly as we bring in our last player, Sage Ryan. So don't go anywhere.
Oh,
Don't
I guess
go
I'll stick
anywhere.
around.
Yeah, please.
Stick around for more.
Anyway,
We're
so
Welcome
beyond
back, everyone.
Anyway,
Well, let's all Bora for a moment. But let's all welcome our final cast member for tonight, Sage. Introduce yourself. Remind us who you're playing.
Hi, I'm Sage Ryan, and I play Dazzler, your fallen Asmar warlock, and we both use she, her pronouns. But also, I'm playing Bora.
Hey.
Fess, Fess, Murray Fess wants to whisper something to you quietly.
Okay, I lean in.
As you're braiding Fancy Chirp and Fancy Elabora, can you do me a fun prank favor and braid them together?
Anything for you. And I want to attach them at
Like
the
a
braid.
zipper.
Oh,
Well,
I've
yeah,
done
I
this
mean-
before on accident at a sleepover, by the way.
On accident?
Yeah, I was kind of falling asleep while braiding, and I braided two friends together.
I mean,
Yep.
yeah, hell yeah. Yes. So Ella, I believe you were talking to the woman on the pedal
was-
bed, right?
just asking if she was okay.
Yes. Well, I imagine, Bora, this is not unlike what you've probably been feeling of late as well.
Which Bora?
Oh, I'm Ella.
Well,
It's nice to meet you.
thankfully, aside from the voice, it's fairly simple to tell you all apart.
Is it?
You just sound
So it's not
similar.
a physical thing, it's just a vocal thing. Got it.
Except for the hair, for some reason.
For two of you, yes,
Just for
that's
us, though.
tricky. That's tricky.
Sure, do you,
Yeah.
sorry, I think I
Oh,
don't
I've got to
usually-
go over here real quick.
I'm a little,
And I step into the shadows and disappear.
Hey, when you come out of those shadows, I'm gonna break you in half.
Oh,
But
you mean in a sexy way?
Oh.
is this
No, it's just every
mean?
time I say something in Bora's voice, it comes out sexy instead of mean.
It
I
is
don't
kind of
think-
hot.
Oh,
Bora,
wow.
if
There's a lot to unpack here.
we're together now, then that means this is it.
What?
The Fae will want to take their price. But we can worry about that a little bit later. For now, yes, if the roots are in danger, we should try to get back to the city.
And Bora's gonna now lean down and help Ella in like examining to see if is there anything wrong with her.
Okay, but
Here,
Are you
sure,
gonna-
Can you
Yeah,
just?
I'm
here.
just trying to. Yeah, you just all
yeah,
lean down on
yeah,
three.
okay.
On three. Ready?
Oh, right.
One,
One,
two, three. And
Oh,
then
you fell
as-
on her.
As a,
Jesus!
okay,
she-
it's
and she-
okay.
she's died.
It was
Like
me.
partnered
It was
yoga.
me and not
You're
Ella.
fine.
It's
You're
okay. If it had been Ella, it would have been a problem. It's just me.
She gently.
But I have fallen on her, and I am looking her directly in the eye, and I'm like, "So are you gonna tell us who you are, though?"
Ah.
hey, buddy.
Buddy.
Yeah.
She reaches and rolls you off
Ow,
of her.
Gentle.
And staggers gently to her feet. You can all call me Fia.
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 Yes.
Fia.
I heard
Fia.
it first.
If you say that the Fae need a price, I've got some gold. Oh, here's my last gold coin.
Oh, that's okay though. It's not really a price in money. It's
Chirp
I made a
goes
deal
to
with
put
them a
a
very
gold
long time
coin
ago.
into Murray's pocket, but then when he sees that Fia doesn't accept the gold, he pulls it back and puts it back in his pocket.
In unison behind.
Yeah, like a full cycle.
Yeah.
I'm all right though. Ever since Kelhani fell, things have been more difficult for me. It's all a very long story.
Were you there? We were there too. We tried to stop it.
No,
Dazzle
it's
got
the-
a little bit poisoned or cursed or both.
It's more the magic of the Fae. The reason the gnomes here call me the Lady Between is I've been a sort of bridge between the two worlds of Boros and the Feywilds for them, and able to assist them with the magic they draw from the Fae to protect their city. But that is now straining me, and it's becoming very difficult to maintain. And I'm sure Bora understands a bit of that feeling as well.
'Cause she is your...
Right, because Fia is connected to you in the way that is... Like, do you not understand what question I'm getting at?
Are you Bora's mom?
Yeah.
At this, Bora turns right to Ella and says, "What? My mom is Belinda Farfoot."
Okay,
That's
but
adorable.
Are you Bora's other mom?
You know, like... birth mom.
Or she could just have two moms. That's okay too.
Yeah.
Bora turns back to Fia and looks her in the eyes.
Bora, I know you have your parents in well, previously in Kelhani and now hopefully somewhere very safe. But if you were ever curious, well, there are things about yourself that you might not know. And if you'd like to know, I would be happy to tell you. But that kind of thing has to be your choice, and it's not mine to make, not anymore.
Well, Fia, I appreciate where you're coming from, but I've grown up not knowing anything about myself or my body. I've never seen anybody like me before, and I've gotten by so far okay on my own. Now, we're here to help you. I know who I am and where I come from. Tell us what we can do to help.
That's all I could never hope for, I suppose.
Chirp leans back and leans into Murray and is like, I think that's what passes for cold for Bora. That might be. I think Bora might be upset, but I've never seen it.
Oh. I think Bora's sticking up for herself. It's a good mood on her.
Yeah, I'm just.
Because
I think for Bora, that's an aggressive 10.
It's an aggressive 10, but don't misread that some of this I think is directed at us.
Oh.
Being a little invasive.
We should
Because we
return to the
can't
city.
stop doing the voice.
And we can't stop doing the voice, and also we've said mom about 10 times and
Yeah.
Bora hasn't.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Well, I guess we could have let her figure this out on her own.
But
I
like,
think
come
think
on,
she
you see two
figured it
blue. I mean,
out.
like, It just feels withholding because it's very obvious.
Maybe Bora should have had the chance to ask.
You've all stopped whispering and we can all hear it. And I just wanted to say it.
I don't know how to whisper.
Oh, I
It's
didn't
impossible
think.
to whisper in
I
Bora's
wasn't
voice.
trying to whisper.
Yeah, I didn't think we were whispering. Were
Well,
we
you
supposed
did
to
a
be whispering?
lean.
Well, I do a lean, but that's more indicative of who I'm directing towards.
Let's get out of here.
Also,
Are
Ryan.
you-
wait, Bora,
are we
were you
walking
trying
and
to
talking?
Please stop leaning. Can we please stop?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Hold
I'm
on.
sorry.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
wait.
I'll unbraid you both.
Bora,
Thank you.
were you trying to say something? I feel like all of us talking as Bora might have actually shut out Bora.
Oh, just that Thea was leaving. And
Oh,
while I love this on everyone, I now understand the volume of my voice.
And unfortunately, the speed.
Ooh.
well, I guess let's
Murray?
follow.
Is this slower than your normal voice?
Me?
Me?
Oh my god.
I think Murray is always this slow.
As you all finally exit the grove, the Boraness that had come over you earlier fades away, and
Oh,
you
thank
find
God.
yourselves returning
David
to
Boranus.
Oh.
you're deborrowed.
Oh, wow.
And as you leave, Squangarlo finally unsticks himself
Oh,
from
yeah.
Dazzle's face. He's been hanging there the whole time.
Wait, I
Snaps back.
thought you prestidigitationed him off of you.
It was a work in progress. And he turns to Dazzle. Well, that was a little further than I usually like to go. I'm so sorry, but I believe I am needed elsewhere right now. It's not you, it's me. Farewell,
No, stop saying things.
my
Oh my
new
god.
friends.
Okay.
Goodbye.
You,
and-
I guess.
Scampers back toward the city or to the tavern. Who's to say? Tune in next season and find out.
I turn to Dazzle and I go, I think you've got a boyfriend.
Oh my god, I'm
No.
so
Oh,
happy for you.
No, that's not. He's not. That he's gone.
Yes, that is what
100%.
that sounded like. It sounded like he was
Wait,
interested in
okay.
your
That's-
relationship.
Yeah,
That-
Nasiq
oh,
knows
now-
what the fuck is up.
Oh, now Nasiq has something to say.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I
great.
always chime in for snark.
Hey, Fess.
Yeah?
You got a girlfriend?
Whoa! Now's not the time. Girlfriend's in the middle of something.
Yeah, thanks. That's rude as shit.
Fia's ears perk up as well.
Oh, cool. Hey, not the mama. You don't get the. You know what? I will fucking kill you. She just like stands behind a tree.
Alright, well, I have been enough meddlesome today between Dazzle and Bora, so I'm just gonna walk away and
I love a meddlesome day. Love a
The
good
gnome.
meddlesome day.
All the gnome acolytes are staring at Bora and Fia with shocked expressions and.
My lady, please, we must return to the roots. We have to hurry back to the city, everyone.
We're walking. We're walking. I just can't believe Dazzle got that. It wasn't you, it's me, like 3 times. That's
Yeah, you
rough.
didn't have to keep
Word.
saying it.
yeah, that was it.
It's the repetition that
So
does
sorry.
it.
It's
really.
really
gonna
that.
Can I just say I am gonna miss Benyanta though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
I would have really liked to have heard Benny Antha do Bora's voice.
That's true.
German accent.
I would have loved
You
that.
feel though, you do feel something bubbling up within you as you're exiting the grove, and you realize you've got a little bit of that magic indigestion left in you, and all of a sudden it rises up into your throat, and then a little bit higher, and all of a sudden the voice comes right back.
Oh no!
Oh, it's happening again.
Oh, it's happening again!
I thought I just had gas.
Oh, what? No, it's here.
Oh, I'm right here. I need you to be up here. Oh.
This is the absolute worst.
I can only
You
imagine
did
that those
this.
listening to the podcast immediately press stop.
Oh yeah. Welcome to the chorus of Boras.
Oh my
Boris,
god, Bora.
if you will.
You Ouroboros.
All of
Oh
us
my
are
God.
adorable.
Oh.
Please
No.
rename this from Oops All Bora to Ouroboros.
Ouroboros.
Bora Bora
Bora Bora.
Bolos.
Ouroboros.
Winding your way back to the woods.
Also, I did want to give little props to the Squangarlo impression.
that was
spot
really
on,
good.
Vince.
Real good.
I was
Real good.
practicing.
Just props.
Oh, that's so
Because I've butchered Fest so many times, I wanted to at least do Squangarlo okay.
You did what?
Oh no.
You do it. Yeah, she probably deserved it.
Oh no!
She just has such a deep, rich voice.
She's so French.
She's oh fucking hell. Oh mon Dieu. Winding your way back through the woods, you come out into the plains just west of Vorbar. It doesn't feel like you've been gone terribly long, but the signs of an army amassing on the hills adjacent to the city are impossible to ignore, and they are flying Kaziric standards.
Oh no.
I hate the Kaziric.
Oh, I don't feel good about this.
Who are we fighting?
No, hey, put them both back. Put them both down.
Why?
You have two swords up, and you need to have no swords up right now, because we don't go running straight into the army.
Why
That's
not?
Because the last time we died, it was the most annoying thing that ever happened to me.
It was very inconvenient.
It was like so annoying for so long.
I heard you met a really funny judge, though. That was a great character.
Oh,
funny
I
would be a strange
really
way to
was a
describe
donut.
that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, thickums.
Theo,
Alright.
what should we
Judge
do?
Thickums was
Judge
lovely. And not to brag, but I think I've got my choice of death place when I go for real.
Wow.
The gnomes are tugging on your tunic bore and saying, "We have to go back to the city.
Oh, you too. Okay.
It's us now as well."
Oh no!
Everyone except for Fia, apparently.
Bora,
It's more
your love
contagious
is
than I
just so
thought.
contagious.
It's Bora Bora.
All right. How about I've got an idea. How about you do like a movie cut and we just arrive?
Ooh,
That
editing.
does sound like me.
You hustle your way to the city gates, and the guards signal to let you in. That was the next line of the notes. I just wanted to hear what you were gonna do. Look, if you're running at the army, I'm not gonna stop you. Defenses are going up at a lightning pace, armaments being passed out, walls, fortified spikes, and other deterrents placed on the exterior, some protective spells being cast by the few competent mages in town. Mimics hustles you
shady.
through... Huh?
There are only a few competent ones. The other ones are just struggling.
There's a
looking
lot
for
of shitty
books in the
mages here.
library.
They're doing their best, okay?
Three good mages and
it's
like a dozen shitty
DJs.
ones.
You know what I mean? Everyone's a mage, but there are only like 2 good mages.
Yeah. All I have is sleep and cantrips.
And sleep doesn't work in any way that you think it would.
It never does.
Sorry.
And as you enter the city, you find yourselves once more.
Yay.
And the voices pass for now.
But what if I want to just keep talking like that? Because it kind of
That's
feels
weird.
good.
Nobody can stop you.
Yeah,
That
it
is-
feels like you really caught your stride there.
Hold on. I'll talk like Bora. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do this on purpose. I can't
She's
do
so
it.
cool. That was so cool.
That
It
was
was so
cool.
sweet.
Mimics hustles you through an increasingly tense city back to the headquarters of the Order of the Lady Between, bringing you back inside. Entering the sacred chamber of the roots just beyond, the older woman from before is no longer here, but the other 2 acolytes are still tending to the roots, and one turns to face you all.
Oh, you've brought her. Wonderful, my lady. Please, you must tend to the roots. We don't know what to do.
And Fia turns to all of you, but seems to be speaking a little bit more to Bora than anyone else, and says,
I will see to this. I think Vorbar needs you and your friends now. If you could, please, help the gnomes protect what little they have left. We can possibly talk about some other things, catch up when all of this is done.
Wait. You're the door between here and the Fey realm, right?
that is what they call me.
How can you do that?
Also, how do you not hate it?
Well,
The
it's
Fae smell
because
bad.
I am from the Fey Wilds originally. I was
Does
born
that
there.
mean that I can too?
It means
you do have a certain birthright, and more than anyone else, you have a foot in each realm. So, yes, possibly.
Hey, maybe you were the one that saved us when we went through the tree that one time, Bora.
Also, while we're talking about the Feywilds, if you've got like a birthright to the Feywilds, do you think you could maybe put in like a nice word again with my patron for me?
Oh,
I just
which
haven't
one's
heard.
your patron?
Firen,
Oh.
Firen Autumn Dance. Oh no, that laugh is not good.
Uh-oh.
I don't.
Please
what-
tell me more.
Yeah, go on there, because I just haven't heard from him in a while, and I just felt like maybe he's busy.
He has his moods. I wouldn't worry about it too much. He'll get over it.
I'm a warlock, kind of supposed to.
It takes.
No, like it's
nervous
actually
little
like
dance.
super my problem.
Look, you might give him a decade or two, and he'll probably come around. At most, a century.
I am not immortal. Okay. Awesome. Today's going great for me. I'm having a good day. Good. Okay.
Sherpa's just staring at Bora. I don't know what to. You're from the Feywild, but I hate the Feywild. But you're like one of my best friends.
Bora turns directly and looks Chirp in the eye and says, "I'm from Kalani."
That's true. You're a gnome and you're from Kalani, and I don't have to worry about any of this other stuff that's going on. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder.
And she'll turn back to Fia and say, "I know that I'm not a gnome, though."
Oh, okay.
I have so many follow-up questions.
To clarify, I am aware.
Nice.
Listen, we will go and we will help to defend these people. And I believe that you will do what you must here. But I must go with the sense that I probably won't see you when we return.
Oh, I hope that's not true. But if it is, then so be it. And I don't think it is, but hopefully it will have been for the best.
I look forward to you proving me wrong. And then Bora will walk out.
I'm gonna chase Bora down.
Yikes.
Bora.
Yeah,
Bora.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
hey.
Bora
Yeah.
Bora.
Negative inspiration. No, please go on.
Peppo.
I removed Chirp from following. Stop it.
Thank you.
Somehow our hair is braided together again.
Bora, I'm not going to tell you how to feel about anything, and I know that there is literally no version of that gives me any kind of right for any of that. I just want to say, I would be remiss to say that if I didn't have a chance to know. I'm sorry, this is hard and weird, and there's an army. I would trade anything in the world to have access to more of my family, regardless of how I felt about them. And I just want you to know that whatever you want to do is, I just wanted to say, don't quit on Fia. Please.
Bora puts her arms on Fess's, or hands on Fess's arms and squeezes. It took me a long time to figure out who I am. And I can't let that go. I meet a lot of people. Our travels have taken us all over the place. What we see is not always as it is. I've learned this. Who is responsible for our past are the people that have shaped it, not the people that have a genetic claim. This is something that I've had to wrestle with, and it just called everything into question again. people are in trouble. We have a real need to fulfill right now, and my emotional capacity is greater than what is required right now. I can put this away for later, and I'm giving her a chance. She disappeared on me, and I'm hoping she won't again.
Fess is going to slip out of her hands and just move in for a hug.
Mm-hmm. And I'll just take a moment.
Nothing else.
You do, though, as you begin to gather outside of the HQ here, you hear what appears to be commotion, shouting from over the walls. You hear a voice just beyond the edges of this city. Someone appears to be yelling from just beyond, and the voice says, "This is Lieutenant Polemos of the Kasai. There need be no bloodshed this day. Who will seek peace and speak to me?" And as you hear the voice boom across the city, there seems to be a commotion as a very old, weathered-looking gnome is fussing with several attendants. He's dressed in a way that appears to be some sort of official, some head of state, and is shooing people off who are trying to stop him from leaving, like walking out the front gates, and then turns and points and walks over to this assembled group of all of you and
Don't
looks
point.
It's a very pointed point, and looks at you, Bora, and says,
"Where is Our Lady Between?"
She is preoccupied with an emergency. How can we help?
Can you represent her?
I guess.
Good enough.
Yes, she can.
You have no idea what an awkward request that is at this particular moment.
Yeah.
You literally walked up and pointed and made the exact wrong request at the exact wrong time, my friend.
Oop.
Oh, oops, Albora.
Hey.
Please, you all, accompany me. We must plead for the sovereignty of Vorbar, and perhaps they will accept the testimony of those who are not gnomes.
Oh yeah, they're good listeners, and they love to give people freedom. This is a great plan, and I'm all for it.
I feel like maybe.
See, I couldn't do that in the Bora voice. In the Bora voice, I couldn't do that.
What's your idea, buddy?
Ambush.
Oh.
You can't ambush them if they're already surrounded.
How do
Murray.
you ambush an army? What?
Yeah.
Well, let's break this down for a moment. You know
Okay,
what?
calm down.
Okay, now
it
wait
was
a minute.
Good beginner plan.
Yeah,
and
now-
I'm proud of you, Chirp.
I think.
And Murray?
Yeah,
And
I
Murray.
think.
I'm sorry, Murray.
Lollipop Guild. What's your name?
Oh my God!
Ow.
Fire at will!
Who's Will?
Hey!
Hey, ha-cha-cha.
2 drink minimum.
Cha-cha.
Yacha.
I am Gubnik. I'm the Taisha here in Vorbar.
Oh, okay. Taisha Gubnik. Here's the thing. I was being sarcastic the first time. Then you were being sarcastic the second time. But I think
"I've got a third ready."
But I think if Murray actually thinks we can ambush an army, I mean, I too would like to know how, but I mean it seriously.
Oh, I was being serious. Were
Yeah.
you guys joking?
No.
No. Like, okay, let's establish a tone to the conversation right now. Let's say from here on out, everybody's being genuine.
Okay,
Great.
I can do that. Yeah, that's
Murray,
Yes.
do you believe that we can ambush the army?
Yes.
How do we do that?
Well, in my many years as an adventurer, when I was a young stud, whenever you were outnumbered, you just
That's
needed to
meridian.
know which ones to take out that would make the rest fluster, because most armies are filled with individuals who have no idea what's going on or who they're fighting. They're just recruits. So if you take out the major players, the rest tend to scatter.
Who's that guy who just yelled? He's the leader.
Let's kill him.
And Chirp flies up to the top of the wall. He's like, "I'm sorry. Who is it?"
So what you see though, as you Monty Python over the wall.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can you say again? It's a big wall.
Here's what you see though. You see a fellow on a horse, a lot of fellows and horses, probably about 25 or so people gathered near the front gates. However, beyond on the hills, you see a military encampment stretching more or less to the horizon. Across the entire thing. Tents, fires, minor fortifications set up, more being put up. That stretches as far as you can see with your bird eyes. I'm Lieutenant Polemos. Are you negotiating on behalf of the gnomes?
That's a very silly name.
I would. That's. Listen, I'm not going to say whether I agree or disagree with my compatriot. I'm just going to say, no, I don't really speak for the gnomes. I'm more relaying messages to the gnomes. Polemos, yeah?
Yes, shall we speak out here on even ground?
No, because there are thousands of you. Hold on one second. I'll get a representative from the gnomes.
Should I make myself look like a gnome?
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh.
Fess is gonna turn and get
They have
really.
government. They have government. Let them handle it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just we're gonna say, but it's Polemos. We just want to murder Polemos, I think.
Fess is gonna get really, really close to Dazzle's face and say, "No, not a gnome, but you are going to pretend to be Polemos in a little bit, so get ready."
Always ready.
I love this plan. I don't even know what it is.
I love to become people with stupid names.
We're going to kill. Sorry, I'll be clear.
Okay,
We're gonna kill Polemos, and then Dazzle will be Polemos.
Yeah, Gubnik, we've decided to kill Polemos.
No, I'd prefer the diplomatic approach if we can take it, because there's over 80,000 soldiers out there, and I don't want the city to go away.
How did you count all of those soldiers? We have a friend who can do that.
We've been collecting intel. You don't throw these ones. We've been collecting intel on their movements for the past month or so.
Wow.
Well, what if I could infiltrate
Hey,
as Pomplamoose?
Hey, Pomplamoose.
No.
Would you say there are 80,000 of you?
Hearing's not so good. You'll have to come outside.
Oh, you! I like you. Once again, I don't speak for the gnomes.
Listen, Taisha Govnik, since we're all being honest here, we're probably going to go in with the intent to be diplomatic, and it will probably end with us having to fight.
I elbow Dazzle and Fest, and I'm like,
yeah, we're going to be real diplomatic,
I'm open to that possibility. I'm just
saying,
they don't tend to listen to gnomes. The Kaziriks don't like gnomes terribly much, so having you there might give a little bit more weight to the arguments.
Well, they don't like us either.
They don't like us at all.
Oh, yes.
Oh, they like. Oh, wow.
I'm a representative of the
soul-crushing
empire. I'll just negotiate.
You are a very eclectic group.
Yeah, none of us are people that the Kazirik are particularly.
There's not one human or elf here.
There is not.
No.
No.
Oh, there's at least half an elf here.
Okay, you know what? That's actually worse. And I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, but we know how the Kaziriks feel about.
I squeeze my wings in, and then
there's no hiding any of it.
I'll just normal human.
As this plan is coming together, we actually have a confessional for Bora.
Bora!
What's going on in Bora's blue head?
Oh boy. After all this talk about fighting myself, once again we gotta turn into other people. But that's what I'm talking about. The reason that I can do that with confidence is because I have a foundation of who I am. I'm Bora Farfoot. My mom was Belinda Farfoot. And I was raised in Kalahani, and I'm an adventurer, and I never met anyone like her before, and I wonder if I'm gonna look like that, especially when I get older. How long did she say she was living for? I wonder who my father is. How does that work? I don't know if I can go into this. I'm Bora.
Oh my god, the biggest, boldest question mark on the end.
buddy, are you good? I'm like looking at Bora, because here's what's going on.
Huh?
They want to talk to a gnome or someone fancy, and you look like the fancy person they're expecting.
You could be Jennifer Horsington.
Okay,
Almost.
why?
For the
Although,
gnomes.
to be fair,
Fancy.
but
Why
also
can't I
Bora-
speak to them also?
Oh, you're going too.
Oh,
But we're
okay.
gonna-
I'm
we're
like,
gonna-
it's my city. It
Yeah,
felt weird being
no.
excluded.
Hey,
No.
once again, I don't speak for the gnomes. What we're gonna do is you're gonna go out there with us. We're gonna pretend that it's a diplomat. Not pretend. I'm sorry. I said pretend. I didn't mean pretend. What I
you're
meant is
saying
this is a diplomatic thing with the soul-crushing empire. And then if that doesn't go right,
So we're not doing the
do a murder.
sarcastic anything anymore, right? It's
I'm
just
still
That's
like
that's
all
curtsying
very
the voice.
serious.
It's just his voice. That's just how he sounds.
Okay,
yes,
very
yeah. No, it's diplomatic for sure. And then when it doesn't work, which if we're being serious and genuine, it will not. We're just gonna be ready to kill Polemos and then whisk you away to safety. How's that sound?
All right.
Fine.
I am feeling particularly.
Hell yeah, high
dramatic
five,
right now.
buddy.
This should work.
Lower.
It'll be fine.
Sorry.
There we go.
That's the first time I've ever had to do that. I love gnomes.
Well, Bor, you are already kind of an important person, and you're kind of really well set up
I agree.
to do this just as somebody who is from Kalhani. You know what I mean? Like you're a good representative because of who you are, not just because of the fact that you look like the lady between. I hope you understand that that's what we mean, right?
I appreciate that, Ella. Thank you.
Right, but if they happen to believe
Right.
because of their own misconceptions that we have a very powerful person who can walk between the veil of dimensions, that's fine and that's on them.
As Chirp is talking, you can see
Chip.
that as
And
Chirp is talking, you can see that Bora's posture has changed a little bit, and if you were to look closer, you can see that she has actually shifted into Fia. She's using Furbolg magic.
That can only go well, I suppose.
That's spooky Furbold magic. Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Great.
Okay.
Oh,
And Murray, I'm
boy.
so sorry, sweetheart. I feel like I interrupted you before you started.
Huh?
Did I
Oh.
interrupt you, sweetheart?
No, I was, you actually said what I was gonna say, so it actually worked out, and I was gonna save on my jaw muscles, but now I'm overdoing it, and now my face hurts.
Oh, buddy.
It's okay. I'm saving it up because I want my arms to do the talking later.
Yeah, we're leading with diplomacy, I promise.
Also, I should probably mention that just killing one guy will definitely not make 80,000 go away.
No.
There's gonna be some high underlings under a guy who's running 80,000.
Well, let's just keep our eyes open for anybody else who thinks they're important.
Exactly.
Was Polar Moose a human or an elf?
Well, you would see.
I'm asking Chirp.
I have to tell him what he saw.
Yeah. What am I saying?
You looked approximately elven.
I would say elven, approximately.
All right. I'm gonna disguise self and then go like full elf. Just best, but like longer ears, more wayfish, wearing a dress. I don't know. What
I love
elves
the
look
elf
like.
impression.
They're just so skinny, and they're just like, oh, I am in the woods. I hate it.
Oh God, right? That's exactly like them. That's what
love elves
These
this
ears
morning.
are ridiculous.
I'm
Look
skinny.
at them.
I'm
Yeah.
in the woods. I'm gonna live forever.
I also
If I
turn into an
sneeze
elf.
hard- If I sneeze hard, I break a rib.
Oh,
Right, so
I
should we speak
I
to
have
them
brittle
now?
bones.
Yeah.
And this is a bird saying that.
The Taisha leads you towards the city walls and waves for the gates to be opened. Stepping outside, you do indeed see a contingent of Kaziric soldiers, and at their head, a surprisingly large elf. He's very tall, even by elven standards, and instead of being lithe in build, seems remarkably sturdy.
Whoa, they come in brick shit house now. Okay, okay.
He
He's
smiles.
He's neither skinny nor in the woods. Everything we know is wrong. Retreat.
retreat.
Stereotypes. They'll
I'm
get you
standing there.
every time.
I'm standing there as a tiny woodland elf.
He smiles at you all with a very genuine-seeming warmth. Dear Huit, I'm Lieutenant Polemos. I represent the Idnina and Kaziric Empire. As I understand it, Vorbar has been supplying and offering aid to the rebellion armies camped in the western woods, and as we march to quell this rebellion, I was hoping to put such rumors to rest once and for all.
Well, we've always been dutiful subjects of the Empire. I know only very little of this rebellion.
And as the Taisha says that, Polemos' eyes seem to glimmer. And you all realize kind of unnervingly that from all the time you've walked up here, from Chirp even discussing things with him over the wall during this conversation, Polemos hasn't blinked once.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, my little friend, I know you're lying. And he flips open the flap of a saddlebag and pulls something out. And you realize he's holding a fistful of hair, attached to which is the head of who appears to be formerly a gnome.
Okay, see, this is a weird diplomacy tactic, Polemos. You come out, we walk all the way out here. It's farther than it looks. And you immediately level accusations and pull out a head. That's weird. You admit that's weird diplomacy, right?
I would like to step in front of our governor friend before he.
Yep.
I'd like to message Bora and just say, do I kill him now?
Not yet.
I want to whisper under my breath in Elvish. Just you walk around bullying gnomes.
Cool. Everybody be cool.
I do wish to stress we have no intent here of bloodshed, but we
Pulled
of
out a
course do
head.
not.
Other than the head in your hand.
You pulled out a head.
We do not permit sedition within the Empire, of course.
What
We
proof do you
intercepted-
have of sedition besides this head? Which, by
Well-
the way, that head's not going to tell us anything. You
It's
kind of
good
ruined that.
That you asked that. We intercepted the letters he was carrying as well, all of which paint a picture of your support for the Oathbreakers Rebellion. So, here...
Letters from who?
Letters from your Taisha. Right there.
Can I insight
I see
check
no
him?
Tasha. I only see a turtle. No.
I don't see no Taisha.
No
Yes,
Taisha,
Fess, you can
only
insight check.
Toro. Cool. 22.
Ooh.
I mean, you don't think this dude's good, but he does seem to be honest.
Okay, I just
So-
want to see if he's like planting evidence to like.
Oh no, he seems to be completely truthful in what he's saying.
Gotcha.
Lieutenant Polemos, surely, Taisha Governor, I am just a simple man of the cloth, and I try not to get involved in any political, sort of political strife, but I do know the gnomes to be peaceful and, like, super adorable and, like, really cool, but I cannot believe that they would enact an act of sedition this way. Taisha Gubnik, surely you know nothing about this.
No, I don't know.
But when you answer like that,
Anything about this? He does look nervous, like he's
Yeah.
surrounded by soldiers. His city is about to be under siege. He's not looking great right now.
I look him directly in the eye and I put my hand on his shoulder and I go, you don't need to be, I understand this is very overwhelming, but all we must do is tell the lieutenant the truth and everything will work out. Do not be afraid.
It'll be fine, sweetheart. I'd like tap him on the shoulder and cast warding bond.
Yes, we know nothing about that. We have not supported the rebellion, any of that business.
Of course, I have no wish to impugn upon the large, rich cultural history or sovereignty of the gnomes. After all, they have a very, They go back quite a ways in this part of the world, and I admire their culture and tenacity as a people as much as anyone. But of course, well, the Khazaric Empire must be kept intact, and any threats to its cohesion, to keeping that family together, must be put down. However, we can manage this with no bloodshed, no fighting at all. Here is what I can offer you. Vorbar will surrender and become a proper Khazaric territory, governed directly by the Dual and answerable to the Idnina. You will be settled by colonies of the human and elven denizens of the Khazaric Empire, and those with particularly rebellious sympathies among you will stand a trial in Besnost to ensure this fomenting does not happen again in the future. Do you accept our terms?
Wait, what is the benefit to us accepting?
The benefit is that we do not sack the city.
Well, I see this is where you've made your first mistake. And Boral stepped forward as Fia. For you see, the enemies that you'll be making this day will not just be the gnomes. There is another kingdom to be represented here. I speak for the Feywild. If you move forward with this plan, you will have a host of new enemies which you will not understand.
Yeah, they get weird over there. It's not good.
Bora,
Sorry, Dazzle.
roll me a deception check.
Yeah!
Let's get spicy.
Can I have advantage because of my disguised self?
Yes, you may.
Heck yeah!
Because you asked so nicely.
It's a 19!
Yeah!
Ooh, we tied.
Oh!
Wait, do we have rerolls?
We do have rerolls. I mean, he did meet the number.
Okay.
So
yeah, meets it beats it.
I'll call that a meet or beat situation, but like it's a narrow victory there.
Okay.
He looks you over. And what would you offer as a counter proposal then?
You need to be in contact with all kingdoms, friend and enemy alike. I offer a bridge of communication, one that you did not have and cannot have moving forward without me.
What world precisely do you represent, my dear?
I'm going to cast magic.
Yay! Help by okay.
Yeah.
Can I do something to help?
Please do.
I would like desperately to just take a moment in and do everything in my power to try and contact my patron.
Boy just gives like a glance back to Dazzle.
I am just gonna do everything in my power just to be like, hey, I know you're like probably still mad at me and I'm super sorry, but like if you could just make some kind of like thunderous scary noise to really support my friend, that'd be super cool.
Do you have your lattice?
Didn't it like partially disintegrate essentially?
Yeah, but you still have it, don't you?
I still have it. I think it's just like, yeah, the last time you looked at me and said no. So I'll pull out what's like left of it. Just be like, please, like my
roll
friend
me.
just really needs help. And I know that you're mad. If I could do something.
Roll me a d20. You can add religion, arcana, or nature if you have any of those.
Okay, I do. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Oh!
I have
Okay.
so much of a stress.
Oh boy. The lattice crackles to life a little bit, and you do see through it the picture of a world steeped in the ever-changing colors and shifts of fall, of autumn. And there does appear to be a face with great antlers sort of curving back over his head in the lattice. Yes, Dazzle.
I know it's been a while. Look, my friend Bora is trying to make sure that all of her people don't get murdered, and also all of my friend Fess's people did just get murdered, and if I can help to make sure another friend's people don't get murdered, it would be very, very nice. So if you could just like make a loud, thundery, Feywild sky thing happen while my friend Bora is talking to intimidate them, that would be very cool. And I will do whatever you ask of me for it.
He leans in close to the lattice and takes a big sniff.
Creep.
I smell spring. Who is with you?
Pan around.
Face to face I'm trying to do it real low key so the guy doesn't see it.
Oh my god, you'll never believe it. You'll never believe who I'm with.
Yes.
I mean,
The blue one is Bora, is that right?
yes, and if you help her now, I really mean it. I will do anything that you ask of me.
She's one of Dew's. Very well. That sounds fun. Put me on the ground.
I put the lattice down on the ground.
And then Bora, are you also attempting something kind of simultaneously?
Yeah, she's well, she had looked back to Dazzle as like okay, like time to put on a show, and so she's waiting to cast a Misty Step to appear right behind the lieutenant. As soon as some sort of Dazzle thing happens.
Okay, well,
Can I also help by just trying to like in Elvish, like you should take the deal.
As everybody is doing this, Chirp kind of just looks at Fess and Murray and like goes to put his hand on his sword and just kind of does like one of these.
Diplomacy.
Yep, diplomacy.
Will zombies help right
Everybody-
now? You guys want zombies? As well?
No, we don't need
want
zombies.
Zombies sound awesome.
It's gonna backfire so hard.
So Bora,
That's all I can do to help.
Everybody, diplomacy on 3.
hands in. 1, 2, 3. Diplomacy! So Bora, from behind you, you feel it and then you hear it. All in this sort of swirling vortex. The grass, the brush, everything around you seems to shift into autumn colors as a great kind of wind vortex kicks up. Leaves and everything swirl around you, and the entire group assembled here. And then do you Misty Step?
And right behind him, I whisper into his ear, "You cannot fight when your enemy is reality."
Shit, and
so
Boris,
cool.
she's so cool.
She's being Thea.
So cool.
Has Bora always been wearing that floor-length duster coat and those cool sunglasses?
Yes. Everything's going slowly.
Oh my god, it worked. Oh my god, it worked. Oh my god, it worked. Oh my god.
So do you just stay behind him, or do you like?
Yeah. Well, as soon as like everything starts fading away, we're back to like negotiations. So this was
Yeah.
a display of power.
So all of the soldiers around draw their weapons, and then he holds up a hand to sort of relax them. And we have a confessional for Nasiq.
Yeah, good timing.
This is exactly when we wanted to hear from her.
Okay, this is super tense. I was like about to jump in there with some other like magical stuff, like swirly lightning, but no one seems to remember that I'm here. So I'm kind of like just waiting for my cue, thinking maybe like if they need me, they'll say my name, or they just like be like, "Hey, Nasiq, jump in there. We're taking you off the bench. We're tagging you in." But it doesn't really seem to happen much. So Bora did that really cool thing with the. And then, Dazzle did the... So, I feel like they probably have a good handle on this. I'm going to kind of sit back. However, there's something about this Polemos guy that I don't think any of them have noticed. But I'm not going to jump in quite yet. I feel like if it's important, they'll pick up on it. Yeah, this is going to go great. Meanwhile, this incredible display of power has had an unintended consequence. Murray, as you observe all of this, the wind, the gusts from the autumn wilds blow into your face, and your hair just extends behind you.
Yeah!
You gain a +5 charisma bonus and Bora's hair.
Well, and that's really what sways the argument. This messing with
That's
reality.
we can't fuck with that.
When the
but-
soldiers draw their weapons in fear, I sway.
Doesn't it feel good?
Well, I really gotta take my hair out of my bun more often.
I gotta say, it does sort of calm me a bit. I feel much more confident.
It's like my own head's a fidget spinner.
Yes.
But he raises a hand and sort of signals to all of the soldiers to relax for a second. And he says,
Has he blinked yet?
no.
Oh, I've been watching. Damn it.
What is going on with that?
Can I sneeze?
Roll a d20.
Thanks.
Roll.
Roll a dex save.
Oh.
To sneeze?
Roll a dex save. Well, you asked permission. I'm gonna make you roll for it.
Just look up at the sun.
Roll to look up at the sun.
14.
Okay, yeah. Describe how you successfully sneeze.
So when the dust goes in my hair and makes my my mane voluminous, Murray has been watching the eyeballs because he doesn't like people that don't blink. It usually means they're cheating at cards. So, he wants to sort of have all the dust hit his face, and then kind of rub it and get near the Kasiric guy and kind of sneeze the stuff at him to see if he blinks.
Oh.
The speckles hit his face, and his eyes don't close, but he wipes it away with his hand.
Whoa!
Right. Well.
Sorry.
What color are
allergies.
Polymos's eyes?
Roll a perception check. Well, no, roll investigation because you know.
To see what color his eyes are.
He's not right in front of you. He's up on a horse like 10 feet away.
Okay.
I had a far sneeze.
You've got range, Murray. That's why you had to roll for it.
He's got the range.
Can I re-roll? This is investigation, you said?
Yeah, investigation you can re-roll. We've got several.
Does have fire breath.
Oh, I do.
Oh yeah.
Just a reminder, because
yeah, but that's
put that out there.
different.
All right, that was one re-roll, and I got a 15.
Okay. From your distance, I'd say his eyes look like they are a cooler color of a lavender or violet tone.
Uh-oh.
Ask him what color his eyes are. Isn't that how they
well,
tested us?
well, that's what I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Hey, Polymos, I have to say, even from all the way back here, you are just a striking figure of an elf. You know that? Just a great. Listen, coming from one great head of hair to another, you look great. Can I just say that? I know we're in the middle of a tense situation. I want to diffuse it a little bit, talk about it. You've got the most lovely lavender eyes. Are those normal for elves?
Some elves, myself included, yes.
And is that something? You'll have to forgive me. I am but a simple bird of the cloth, and I don't get around very much. Is that the sort of thing where can eye colors change in elves, sort of the way feather colors can change in Aarakocra? Have you always had lavender eyes?
As far as I remember back, yes, I have. Inherited them from my mother, as a matter of fact.
Oh, that's lovely. Lovely from your mom. That's very sweet.
Now, on the point of the surrender of the city of Vorbar...
Bora's gonna come around from behind him, and she's got her arms crossed behind her, very, militaristic. And she'll spin around in front of him and say, "This is the new deal. We offer sovereignty for Vorbar. You rescind your troops. We offer communication to the Fey realm."
And what threat from the Feywilds, beyond your very impressive show of wind, do you imagine you could bring to bear, as I think you and I are both keenly aware that Feylords themselves certainly do not take orders from mere mortals, nor can they join us here in the material world.
Well, Lieutenant, I would just say you need to use your imagination.
Question.
I need to come up with the dangers. Yes.
I
That's
once
fair.
saw a flower in the Feywild, 40 feet tall, running around eating everything. I'm telling you, they got things in the Feywild you don't even want to look at, Polymos. That's all I'm saying. And who knows what they can send over? They can send all kinds of shit over here.
Quick
Very well.
question.
Yes,
Where,
yes.
where what? The voice threw me off because it's cute. Where was the camp that we were at before we got abducted by Dazzle's family?
Further south here, hidden in a wood.
Do we what direction did this army come from?
Also from the south, but more like the southwest. The camp you met up with was a little bit more, or that you found was more like a little bit southeast.
Sweet.
Remind me, do any of us have the ability to sense the sort of corruption in people? Are any of us able to do that in any way? Even Nasiq?
None of you.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Nasiq. Number one, thanks for hanging in. Number two.
Just happy to be here.
Yeah, it's great. That elf, Polymos, is... Yeah?
Oh, I don't know about that. There's definitely something off about him. There's no question about that.
Okay.
But what specifically? I'm not really sure.
Cool. Well, just checking in as we do once every session. Thank you.
Very well. I will take my
Lieutenant,
leave. Yes.
There was a rebel.
I don't know your name.
You
Yes,
don't know my name, but thank you. There was a rebel camp to the south of here, and
Bora is shocked. She drops.
I watched the Fae destroy it in an instant, as a show of power to me.
Oh, I don't understand her. What's happening? I'm just excited.
If you need proof, head into the woods, and you'll see it for yourself.
I would
It was
also
an
like
absolute slaughter. I'd bid caution.
Roll deception.
Yay.
And yes, Sage?
I would like to message him.
Reroll.
And I would just to say, my name is Dazzle Valor Ionra Azudal Dressar Velokas. I am a follower of Firem Autumn Dance and a warlock of the Fae. And I just killed my father and everyone who follows him under that power. If you are in any way doubting the abilities or darkness of the commands of the Fae, I would suggest otherwise.
And as you probe ever so gently with just a message spell, that's all, nothing more than that, into Polymos's mind, you confront something in there.
Oh no.
That seems to almost bite back at you the moment you get inside. And it's not enough to do serious harm, but there's a certain unspoken power in there. And you take 4 points of psychic damage as you feel it seep just a little bit into your mind. He does not respond verbally, however.
There's no response from him whatsoever? Like, does it seem like he got the message?
You understand that it does appear to be like a receipt, or like an acknowledgement, but there's no words attached to it.
How many points of damage was it?
4.
Cool.
Very well. You've all made very compelling arguments. I will take this back to my superiors and confer. I appreciate your candor, your willingness to treat with me, and should I need anything else, I will be sure to seek you out.
Very sweet of you. Thanks. Beautiful eyes. Really, just piercing.
Thank you.
Once again, though, I don't speak for the gnomes. That's just me. I just like your eyes. I can't talk for the gnomes.
And they all turn tail and begin to head back to the army camps beyond.
Oh,
Did they believe Fess?
80,000 of them.
Did they believe Fess?
You can't
Could we
tell what he thought about that.
100% knew we were full of shit.
Oh no! Yeah, as we're walking back, Bora just melts back into Bora. It's like, oh, you're so right. Oh no, we're doomed.
I have. They have not retreated forever, Taisha. They have retreated very temporarily.
This is not good.
I will make sure to pick up my little
your lattice
and put it back in my pocket. And I also want to tell the group that his brain bit me.
What?
Oh.
I'm
He
sorry.
never fucking blinked the whole time. Did you guys see that shit? That was wild.
Yeah,
Hungry brain.
What did you say to him?
Oh, I was just talking about the Fae and my experience with them. And when I went to tell him that in a message, it hurt and it felt like I got bit by his brain.
Nasiq, are you sure he wasn't?
Oh, there is something very wrong with him. Like
but different.
I'm not like a clairvoyant. I don't know it, but
What do you
different.
do?
Like he's he's not like something I've seen. If you're asking if he's like one of the ones that like turns into something and like becomes like no, I didn't get like that vibe.
Oh.
Okay.
No. I think he's an heir.
He
Did you
seemed
hear him talk about his mama?
he seemed
Blood
much
lineage
more
is a thing for them. It's really
in charge.
stupid.
He seemed more like he was in a sort of knowing command and less of a servant of that force.
Cause of his mama.
Nepotism.
I got his eyes.
Yeah,
got his
nepotism
mama's
really
eyes.
is the source of most of the terrible things in this society.
Yeah.
So,
Good job,
but, like,
Bora. That was great.
You did so
Yes, no, that was very wonderful.
And how did you do the thing with making all of the like ground different?
That was all Dazzle.
Oh, that was you?
Wait.
I wasn't turning around. I was trying to like face.
Wait, Dazzle, did you do something, Faye?
That's dope.
Are you okay?
I'm
Is
fine.
your guy mad? Are you okay?
We're great.
Your guy,
Don't worry
man.
about it.
I don't know. It's not a
No.
god, but it's like a lord, right? I
My
don't know.
patron is the word.
Patron. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, I called him my patron, and that's a totally normal thing to do, and I am not worried about it. So you shouldn't be either.
Okay.
yeah, I'm worried about it.
It's good.
I wasn't gonna be worried until you said that like that. Now I'm worried.
Oh, so when people normally say don't worry about stuff, you're supposed to worry about it?
Yeah, remember that we're having
The
a
whole time.
genuine conversation. We've invoked the genuine conversation
Yeah.
rule.
yeah, I'm having. I
We,
really mean that you shouldn't worry about it.
Here's what I am worried about, other than Dazzle's patron, which I think I speak
100%.
for everyone when I say we're 100% worried.
Yep.
I didn't know that this purple stuff could make deals with people where they could. I thought it just took them over or didn't take them over. It can do other stuff?
Wait,
Wait,
are you
what?
saying that he was infected with the evil purple?
Not the Sunny D. The purple.
The purple stuff.
Oh my god.
we
Oh,
don't
shit.
have the defenses nor the supply to withstand them if they attack the city.
Yeah.
Well, then
must-
what's your
I
plan,
must
little
get
man?
back.
You were treating with the rebellion.
I have to get word to Deriza, if you'll excuse me.
We're walking.
Yeah, this is definitely a
Take
walk.
3 normal steps and
Don't
stay
you
and
adorably
stick with it.
shuffle away from
your
us.
walking speed is him like hustling.
Yeah, I just keep up. Like, okay, what were you going to tell her? Did she have a plan? Why are you? Stop running!
I have
I must
another
go.
idea.
Oh.
What's your idea, Murray?
Well, turns out ambush would have been a bad idea. But in a sense, we ambushed him for information. We now know so much more than we did. And
We know his eyes are lavender.
We
We know he
know
got him from
that.
his mama.
yes, and we know that they were aware of the rebellion in the woods. That's where they were coming with 80,000 troops, my goodness. But I think they were always gonna come here. And it didn't matter. They just looky, they found a snitch. But Bora, something you said got me thinking. It's not. He was right. Faye coming here, not that scary. No offense.
Not true.
Because
Oh, that's
but they're
yeah.
not going to, is my point. They're not in trouble, so they're not going to come here.
Yeah, I made all of that up.
I know, but Fae are absolutely fucking terrifying. So, what we can do is maybe talk to Fia, thank you. Oh, the brain. Maybe mine's a little hungry too.
Hey, Murray, you're
Oh,
doing
please
great.
invite me.
You're golden.
I'm sorry.
This
thank
is
you.
the
I'll
most.
focus.
This is the most
Put glasses
cognizant that you have been in a very
Yeah.
long time,
Thank
and I am
you.
just loving it.
Okay,
I'm impressed.
okay, I got another. Okay, yeah, I'm narrowing it down. Oh,
This isn't the thing about driving on a parkway and parking on a driveway again, is it?
no,
We
What's
talked
okay.
about
driving?
that too
not
long.
the same. What's actually scary about being in the Feywild is being in the Feywild. So maybe we can talk to Faya and set like portal traps for when they come back so that when they come through, they get stuck in the Feywild and do cause problems for the Fey to want to help.
That's
That's
a great
true.
idea, Murray, and I appreciate this brainstorming because really, I just bought some time. I don't know how any of that works. I don't know if you can make portals. I don't know if that's
We
how
fell
she...
through one, remember?
But I don't
Right
know if that's what she does.
Can
You
I
know-
bring up a concern?
Sure.
If we send all of these soldiers for the Fae to deal with, what do we think the repercussions will be from the Fae upon us?
Probably not our problem.
Well, that's why I
Oh.
want to send them into the Fae and make them deal
You
with
and me
it.
specifically, Bora. I don't
Yeah.
think that that's necessarily true.
Yeah.
As
Quick
two people
question.
who are all connected to the Fae.
Murray brought up a good point, though.
I
That
did.
they were probably, yes, Murray, that they were probably always going to come here. So the
Mhm.
question is, what do they find so valuable about this little spit of land with gnomes on it? So maybe if we sneak in to their camp and figure out what, I don't remember his name. I'm going to call him Polar Bear.
Uh-huh.
What Polar Bear was planning.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
That's a great idea.
Sabotage.
All we have
Sabotage.
is time. We don't
Yeah.
have any weapons that can take out this army. And
No.
we
Well,
need information. Oh,
Oh, do we? Well, you know, we
you
might
might
have
be
a couple.
surprised.
I am surprised.
I'm surprised.
However,
hey,
as this plan comes together,
Wait,
You
speak
all-
more on that. What?
yeah, hey,
I have more questions.
hey,
I'll
Gubnik.
I'm gonna roll back on that in just a moment, but first we'll take a very, very quick break and then come on back to the suddenly siege weapons we have access to in this city.
Yes.
Don't go anywhere.
Fun.
I want a big ram.
Or,
Trebuchet,
that'll be fun.
please.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. And before we get into it, I want to remind you quickly about the wonderful donation tiers we have available, because you can do everything from banking up rerolls to providing a player with a massive charisma boost and the flowing, glowing locks of Bora herself, to kicking off a The Office-style confessional cam and granting our players a siege weapon that's about to come very in handy,
Oh.
which we already have two of, by the way.
Oh!
Wait, one of, by the way.
Just cross your eyes.
The
Well, there
other
we go.
siege weapon is just Bora and Marie.
And finally, kicking off an Oops All Bora, wherein all the characters suddenly take on the voice and mannerisms of our favorite blue paladin. And of course, if we hit that goal, you get to see the next episode of A Very Pet Adventure, The Quest for Cornbread. But in the meantime, let's continue. So, once inside the city, the gates close behind you, and the Elder Gnome confers with several others in his retinue, and they all begin to run to the far corners of the city, spreading word to prepare for what might be coming. He turns to all of you.
I'm sorry you've all been dragged into this, but I hope we all make it out okay. If there is an attack, well,
all we can do is hold out until help arrives. Excuse me, pardon me.
And as he leaves, you actually see he makes his way a little ways down the lane until you see a taller hooded figure pull him aside for a moment and hand him a letter. The old gnome appears to read it, shakes his head, crumples it up, and storms deeper into the city, continuing to bark orders at various other attendants. The figure straightens up, and his head drifts over to where you're all standing before he stops with a bit of a shock. He rushes over to all of you, and as he approaches, you can tell the face under the hood is Kifo's.
Oh.
Oh, hey.
What in the dunes are you all doing here?
Man, like we ever want to be anywhere. What are you doing here?
Oh, come, we must not speak in the open. Come, follow me.
Oh,
And
okay.
He pulls you all into an alley just nearby. I came bringing word for the Taisha. Deriza and the bulk of her forces are encamped at Goldsea Fields and would not be able to make the march here in time.
Oh no!
The rebel forces here outside of the city number fewer than 1,000, but
Oh.
the Khazirics have marshaled an army orders of magnitude larger.
Yeah, we met him.
Deriza wishes to recall all of us back south, and she advises the gnomes to flee Vorbar. I see her logic, but this is their home. I cannot offer much, but I know the forces here are willing to fight. We will assist you with whatever may come in any way we can. For what it's worth, Polemos seems intent on, if he does plan an attack, one by surprise.
It's not a surprise anymore, don't worry. We're very much expecting it.
Yeah.
Polemos appears. I'm sorry,
What?
not Polemos.
What?
Kifo, sorry.
Shit! I just said! What an
I get him
unexpected
mixed up all the
twist!
time. Kifo appears to choke in his words for a moment, and you all realize also maybe it's the dust kicking up, but oh yeah, it was definitely that fey dust, that fey wind from earlier. Oh, you've all got something in your throats right now. Oh, it's all Bora.
What? That's
As I was
That's
saying,
great. I really could use some more siege weapons now.
we have 4 so far.
Whoa!
boy.
No wonder I'm getting so heavy.
Oh. So
But
wait
look-
a minute.
Yes?
What these 1,000 people that you've got here right now? Are any of them like super soldiers, or maybe every one of these 1,000 is worth like 50 men or something?
It's not
You got some
quite
good
like
news for us.
Well, here's what I can tell you. Polemos, from the intel we gathered, did seem intent on a twilight or nighttime assault. So at the very least, we could also stage our own surprise attacks under the cover of darkness to confuse his forces.
Sabotage, eh?
A double
But-
darkness sabotage.
But regardless, you must consider the very real possibility that Vorbar might not survive an assault.
I don't accept.
I
what
do
if-
accept, but here's the thing. I think it's much better for Vorbar to be destroyed than to be under the fucking Khaziric Empire. I'm so fucking tired of it. It seems wrong to curse as Bora.
Yeah,
I can't
right?
do it.
It feels weird.
Does it
Fuck.
sound weird? Yeah, fuck shit. No, it's not good.
Terrible.
Oh, I don't like that at
You
all.
only get 3 of those per podcast episode.
Yeah. Listen, I
Kifo-
think you either go down, you either have the whole thing go down to rubble free, or I don't know. I had a thing, but then I started cursing as Bora. What I'm
Look,
saying is, it's better for this place to be destroyed than another Khaziric city.
I think that might be up to the gnomes.
Yeah.
You know, I don't speak for the gnomes once again.
Is there a place that the gnomes can go?
Well, look,
Is
if
there
it
a place
does
we can
come,
get them to safety? The people of this settlement? If it
comes to
falls?
an evacuation, the only passage will be by the lake to the north. Ships to Talthim Saw, maybe. I don't know the capacity of Vorbar's seafaring vessels, but that might be the only safe way out of the city.
Kifo, it's weird when I do the voice now. You took it from me. We found out that they had been coming before they found out about any sort of betrayal. Was there another target in mind? Were they after something?
Well, given their interest in the city of Kelhani prior to this, I can only assume they wanted something with either the mirror roots or some connection to the magic they contain. Or, perhaps, they wanted access to the Feywilds.
Or
Well,
boars.
We may have promised that, so negotiations may be on the table.
Probably not.
Probably not, though.
But if they do want access to the Feywild, it's not going to be for a good reason.
Fess,
Yes, Murray.
sorry. Have you met Kifo before?
I haven't. I've just been sort of stewing in my
oh,
own
I'm so
juice.
sorry.
I thought I'd take this opportunity to
We actually
introduce the
have-
two of you.
We actually have met in Shirohane,
Oh, that's
Oh.
embarrassing.
and then we
That's
traveled
weird for
together
you.
for almost 2 weeks.
Oh, when?
Doesn't ring a bell. Never heard of you.
Kifo, do you know Nasiq? Sometimes Nasiq is here.
Oh, I have not met Nasiq before. Hello. Hello.
Wow, we're starting to really turn into a bunch of Kermits.
Bora is a half a Kermit and a half a Goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you all
100%
feel
Barney.
you all feel the Bora getting out of your system gradually there.
good.
But as you do, Kifo seems to almost crinkle his nose for a second, and he sniffs, he
You heard a
smells
sneeze.
something.
So
Does anyone here
Oh, shit.
have a passive perception above 12?
Yes.
Yes.
16.
So anyone
Wow.
here with a
14.
passive... Okay, well then there's several of you, really. Anyone with a passive above 12, you also catch this... this smell. It seems like it's irony, it's the smell of blood. And it's actually quite close to you. What do you do?
I hate that smell. What?
No. Nope.
Is
Not
the
gonna do
Taisha
it.
still with us?
He just went deeper into the city. He's off, like, barking orders.
Okay, bye.
Do you attempt to find the source of the smell, or what
Yeah,
do you want to
Yes.
do?
I would like to find the
Yes.
source of the
Kifo,
smell.
come on.
You smell that, right? Everybody smells blood? Is everybody smelling blood right now, or am I having a stroke?
No, I smell it.
It either is
I do
blood
not.
or someone took their dog out for a walk and they got really excited.
I smell
you do-
fresh baked bread.
You
Am I-
never smelled that off a dog before?
Am I
They
alone on
come
that?
in.
What?
They yeah, they
Fresh
get that,
baked bread?
They get that iron smell. You can smell it through there. It's awful.
Weird.
I
You
smell it on a
do-
lot of dogs. I don't know. I think I've got a super nose.
Ooh.
Ella,
Super
Murray,
nose.
and whoever else wants to, you do sniff around for a moment. And very shortly, you find what appears to be a waste receptacle, some kind of like a large garbage can or dumpster, where the smell is definitely coming from.
Do you want me to go jump into the dumpster?
Well, maybe you don't need to jump. How big is it? It's a gnome dumpster. It can't be.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
it's
it's a bin. It's a bin.
Yeah, but I look like an elf right now, so I feel like dirtying this ass up real quick.
I mean, but you're gonna jump. What if you jump into a thing of blood or a?
I wasn't gonna
corpse
not
or-
look before. It was
Okay,
just
so as long as you're
volunteering.
looking,
Yeah, I open and then
Yeah.
Well,
down.
inside, very evident when you open the container, is a very recently slain corpse. It's actually the older woman from the Order of the Lady Between, who had been guarding the mirror roots but was not present upon your return.
Oh no!
Her throat has been cut, and she's been dead for a little while.
Oh no!
How long is a little while?
Bora,
You can roll a
Can
medicine
I-
check.
Yeah.
as
Let's
this
get a
is
time of
happening,
death.
Bora's going straight to the cottage.
I'm
or the-
coming
the
with
place that we
you.
were before.
Good idea.
Coming with you.
Would it be
All right, so
insensitive?
CSI Vorbar, what did you get there, Fess?
Hold on. I want to use a reroll. I got a 13 on
Go
the
for
first
it.
try. Come on, dice. Fuck me. 14.
we have more rerolls if you'd like.
Ooh.
I'm
One
wondering.
more, and then I'm
Wait,
quitting on this
this
dice.
is
One more for the road.
Natural 20!
You can place her time of death to
Yeah.
most likely about maybe half an hour before you got back to the city from the Grove with Fia.
This happened. I'd say that this happened no more than a half an hour before we got back.
Do I need to talk to her? Do we need to talk to her?
Would it be insensitive to
You
maybe
can do
let
that?
Ella
Do
the thing?
it! And I lift up the corpse a little bit and kind of. Yeah. I'm sorry. Do you remember like the first episode I was here and I buried a bunch of dead people? I'm not weird about
weekend
this.
at Burnazing a gnome.
Yeah, but maybe let's take her out of the trash, huh?
Oh, yeah, that
okay,
would suck
sure.
to wake up in the trash. Yeah.
Okay, so Murray and Bora, are you already like heading? You're already like most of the way to the college to the order, right?
This seems like a separate and conquer kind of situation.
Great. So then, Ella, are you trying to speak with the dead there?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the same one where you revive her. You sort of call her spirit forth for 5 questions.
Correct.
Is that right? Okay. Well, yeah. So describe to me how you cast that spell. What happens?
So I take a moment and I pull a little. It looks like a little birthday candle out of my bag. Normally I put them in cupcakes, but for this one, it feels more somber, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna light the candle and just and I'm just gonna say get her out of the trash and kind of like cradle her and excuse me, ma'am, did we ever learn her name? I'm very bad at asking for people's
I
names.
don't
just
think
give
she ever
them mine.
introduced herself.
Okay, excuse me,
Put her
ma'am.
on your lap like a ventriloquist dummy.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, that's
Respect!
I'm holding her very respectfully, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
And you see, like, in a way that appears magical, almost like a face was superimposed over the face of her body. You see her eyes flicker open and she stares confusedly at you.
Hello. My apologies. You are approaching your transition. And I must ask you, who was the last being that you saw?
Well, I know the piece of shit that cut my throat.
Okay, good. Just checking. Sometimes people are a little sensitive about that, but I figure you're so close to death anyway. It's probably chill. So yeah, who cut your throat, sweetheart? Who did it?
It was that little snot-nosed shit Zimmy at the order. I trained that acolyte from when he was just a little tyke, and he betrayed us all. Something came over him, animalistic, and he just came at me from behind.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Something
We have 4 more questions, y'all. Do we have anything else we need to ask?
Something animalistic. Was anyone
got
else
time.
acting weird? Was anyone else seeming like they were potentially infected by something that had come over them and made them violent?
I only noticed Zimmy cutting my throat.
Sure.
As you were dying, did you like see what Zimmy was doing once he sort of moved on from murdering you?
Yes, I took some notes as I bled out.
Well, shit. I don't know.
What a
We've
sassy night.
We've
Just so
only
you
died the
know-
once, so we don't know.
Just so you know, we have a rule going today where all conversations are on a genuine level. So,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, no, that's okay.
I get cantankerous in my death.
That's fair.
Ah.
Death is the most annoying thing, so I'm
He
with you.
appeared focused, to answer your third question, he appeared focused on the mirror roots.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hey.
okay.
Zimmy, what color eyes?
Him? Oh. You know what? I didn't get a super clear look. Let me recollect. Nope. Well, when
That's
I
okay.
knew him, he had the most beautiful honey-toned peepers you ever saw.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
mean, back in the day. I haven't
he-
looked at his eyes in a long time.
Okay, so he's still like around though, little Zimmy.
Okay, that's question number
Question.
5, and yes.
Okay,
No.
no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't have to use it as a question. I don't want to impede on Ella's process here. I was just wondering if like any of us even knew that since we've been here.
Well, we saw Zimmy was one of the people who was in the mirror roots when we got back, right?
Yes. Look,
Yeah.
if there's nothing else, I've got a date with a Judge Thickums coming up.
You sure do.
Bring
I
his ass
said
a
hi.
donut.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
tell
yeah.
him you
Bring
said
him,
hi.
yeah, bring him a donut for sure.
I'll try and make him giggle.
Yeah, that was all. Was that all our questions?
Yeah, just
Yeah, I'm good.
how is there anything we can do for you?
I mean, leave me somewhere not a dumpster.
Can do, bud. Thanks.
Yep, peace.
And she re-dies.
Three
All right.
dies.
Yeah, throw her back in the dumpster.
Jesus!
I'm gonna do that.
Sure.
Nasiq slaps you.
Ow, sorry.
Ella, that
thought you
was
liked-
amazing.
Yeah, I can only do that not super often, but sometimes it feels appropriate, and today it felt appropriate. We lost Murray and Bora, huh?
Are the
Meanwhile,
Are the roots in the same place as the cottage in the
Yeah.
order? Or are they somewhere
Yeah.
different? Okay,
Can we
roots are
tell
okay.
them?
Murray-
Can we warn them? Can we warn them?
Murray and Bora, you I assume charge on into the order there.
Yeah.
Bust
Yeah.
on through. And the barrier, the magical barrier to the actual Mirror Roots room appears to be down. And even as you see it yourself, the moment you come into the room, you see one of the gnomish acolytes dead and cut up on the floor. And you see Fia, who's also now peppered with cuts and stab wounds, wrestling with the other gnome, which you assume is probably Zimmy.
I take out Forget-Me-Not and charge!
Yeah, Bora's following right in suit. This is something that Bora and Murray have done before. Like, they
Yep.
assume their attack charging positions.
Roll those attacks. Roll for gnome charge.
9.
Hell yeah!
Wait,
I
is
was gonna
this
use a reroll.
initiative?
No, just one good attack each.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's not initiative. I see.
No, you're just attacking this gnome.
Well,
taking
good
a
that
I
I-
mean, Fia's already done a number on him.
Got it. I did do one reroll, but I got a dirty high net math 25.
Taking one more reroll.
Go for it.
Gotta use them. Bless you all for giving them to us.
Thank you.
You're all the best.
Okay, better. Better.
Just the way that Vin said that.
You're
You're all
the
the
best.
Best.
I feel like we should end the show
Chaos
like
I have
that
to
every
deal
26.
with.
Go,
26, yeah, and then
look at
Bora?
you.
The 25 to hit.
Fuck yeah. Okay, so just describe to me how you decimate the gnome.
Yeah, because Bora did a lot of damage.
Oh,
Jesus
buddy.
fuck.
So I feel like the
Push.
two of them come in and Bora unclips her hammer and Murray like goes low, Bora goes high, and we just split this person. Just coming in with momentum.
And you see, as you just sunder the poor gnome, well, he's an asshole. As you sunder the bad gnome,
He's
you,
possessed.
you see he's also like, he's covered in burn marks and covered in like the effects of various spells that Fia had probably been casting on him. And she gets back to her feet, again, just like bleeding a little bit from various cuts from Zimmy's
Heal.
dagger.
Same. Bora and Murray. I feel like
Oh.
this is all in sync with the two
Yeah.
of
Love
them.
it.
They both lay on hands as well.
And how many points of healing?
I'll do 10.
Yeah.
I'll do 10 as well.
I was gonna say she's down like 20 or so. Fuck
Yeah.
So
Fair.
yeah, the wounds close, the blood just dries off and flakes away before your eyes, and she catches her breath. Bora, I don't know how much more time we have. Is the city in danger?
Yes.
I'm gonna do everything I can to keep the roots stable, but at this point we're on borrowed time. Please, you have to defend Vorbar. You have to save the gnomes.
I will, but tell me how to access the Fey Realm.
What would you need to go to the Fae for?
You're going to disappear. You're going to leave, and I'm going to defend this place, and I need to be able to find you, okay? We're not done. You don't get to leave a second time, and I need to be able to follow you. Now tell me.
Give me your compass.
And she will.
And you do indeed see, as you pull the compass out, the needle is pointing straight to Fia, as it was enchanted to do. And Fia, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
And Fia takes hold of the compass and breathes an incantation into it and pulls what appears to be a dried honeysuckle from her pocket, just a little flower, and presses it onto the back as she's chanting. And you see it leaves like a carved relief, like an engraving of the flower on the back. She hands it back to you. There are places in the world, the various glens, where the barrier between our world and the Fae is thin, and others as well, where you can
push through onto the other side, and the compass will show you the way. It'll allow you to find the nearest point of access and then give you a way through. But I must warn you, with the Feywild, return is never a guarantee. I'm sure you know how it can be.
Thank you. Thank
But
you for
here,
trusting me.
we are not done here either.
Hmm.
We're going to defend this city. We're going to save the gnomes. Like I said, I'm going to keep the roots stable and keep the city here for as long as I possibly can. Keep the soldiers, keep the Kaziriks out, and whatever you have to do to save the people here, please. They need it. They cannot. After Kelhani, Vorbar and Vorben are all they have left.
I believe that we can do this, Fia. I look forward to getting to know you. And she'll turn around and leave.
Before we go.
Oh, yeah.
No. Just this is what Murray's saying to Fia. Any suggestions on how to defend against 80,000?
Ugh. Well,
All I'm saying is, are you cool with an evacuation plan?
if the city seems like it's lost, then yes, use what little time you have to get the people out. Look, homes, even temples' walls can be rebuilt, but we cannot get these people back if they fall to the Kaziriks.
Okay. That's the last thing we're gonna do though, because I really want this town to keep its walls.
I will tell you this, though.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
the roots are not able to be held,
Yeah.
you're not going to want to be nearby when that happens.
Oh, trust me, we know.
So
Not
get
our
out who you
first
can.
disappearing rodeo, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
But we got everyone out last time too, so
Well,
you can count on us, and you can count on.
oh, I know I can. And as she says that, and as I assume Ella, Fess, Chirp, and Dazzle all run up to the entrance of the HQ as well,
Yeah.
you hear at first a distant whistling sound.
It's night already. Shit.
And then an explosion against the walls.
Oh.
The siege of Vorbar has begun.
Hate that for us.
On which note, we're gonna go over to our Roll20 battle map.
yeah.
This is a really big one, and I put a lot of work into it.
Is this covered in little Vinces?
Okay, take it easy.
Look, no. I am in a room. I am zoomed in a room, and there's a little boy with his shirt open that looks like
It
Vince
might be-
doing I'm a little teapot.
That might be
I like
Gnome
zoomed in a
Casso right
room.
there.
Please find him. I know.
boy.
I'm not
Oh
the
my
only
gosh,
one.
I see him.
Zoomed in a room sounds like another word for hotboxing.
And on the other side of the bed is another Vince. It's two Vinces in one room.
Yeah, but the
And they're
Vince
about
doing
to
the
do a
teapot
smidge.
is wonderful.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I found him.
I found him.
Wait, somebody.
The
somebody
lower
did it.
left
He's
hand
to the
corner.
left. He's to the
Yeah.
left of us.
Far left.
If you just
Now we can go ahead and help explain this to Chirp once he's back. But I'll go ahead and break this all down.
Okay, while you do that, I'm gonna tweet you doing I'm a little teapot.
Perfect.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's very funny. It is actually very.
Did you find it?
Yeah. Oh
All right,
no,
so-
I'm gonna just tweet it so everyone can
Yes.
see it.
Okay,
Thank
yeah.
you.
We are now on our Roll20 battle map as the city prepares to defend against this onslaught. And here is how we're going to run this. You will all be taking actions in defense of the city or in the protection or escape of its gnomish population. At the same time, the Kazirik army will be taking actions to sack the city of Vorbar and capture or kill its inhabitants. You are both attempting to reach 10 total successes in your endeavors.
Every action on which you succeed adds 1 point in your favor, but each failure adds 1 in the Khazirik's favor. The final result will determine the fate of the citizens of Vorbar and possibly other characters, and there is no guarantee that any of them survive.
No pressure.
Let us begin.
Tight.
First and foremost, because of Bora's incredible performance of intimidation during the negotiation, you're starting with 1 point already in your
Heck yeah.
Dope.
However, the Khazirik siege weapons and soldiers hammer at the gates and assault the walls. Ladders are erected to gain them entry, and spells are flung into the city. The war has truly begun. Roll initiative.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And we're going to spawn the siege weapons provided to us by chat, of which I believe we have received a total of 5 so far.
Wow.
Thank you,
I'm very annoyed that I wasted my
Yeah.
nat 20 on initiative.
Oh no.
No, that's great though.
Yeah.
And by the way,
First one to use this siege
chat
weapon.
can absolutely continue to spawn siege weapons if they want you guys to have them. So
We'll be
let's see,
very
what kind
responsible.
of flavor are we feeling? We've got mangonels. We've got I'm gonna pronounce all these wrong, by the way. Onagers, rams, catapults, trebuchets,
Ooh,
ballistas.
Ooh, ballista.
Okay, I'm dropping a ballista right now.
We love it.
Yay.
Put that right. It's gonna show up really big at first when it spawns in.
Wow.
Okay, that's not gnome sized. There we go.
There we go.
We've got our trebuchet over here.
That's for us?
That's for you, yeah. So you
Wow.
can
These are
use this
such
to like repel the armies.
Presents. We love these presents.
Oh my god, they're
Okay, it's a little big. It's a little big.
I love it.
There we go. Our beautiful trebuchet.
Just for reference,
A
this
trebuchet.
book is not like statue thing is not in the center of town, right? This large.
No, this is like a town square that's a little bit off to like more towards the entrance of town. Now, I'll tell you a bit about the orientation of all this. Towards the south of this map is the south, and the lower east and west is where people are coming in. Those are the
Okay.
outer walls where you can see enemy soldiers streaming in even now.
The
To the
red
north, the battle map
markers.
is towards the docks, where ideally, if we're trying to help the gnomes escape, that would be where to send them. And to the northwest is where you all just came from. That would be roughly the headquarters of the Order of the Lady Between, where Fia is still attempting to contain the roots.
Copy.
Let's get a cannon in here.
Yes, we love
I would
Cannon,
like a
cannon.
catapult,
Let's get a cannon.
if that's an option.
Hell yeah, we got a catapult.
Woo!
Let's make you a wee bit smaller. There we go. But this should be a bit larger.
It
actually.
looks awesome.
It's so
This
good.
is dope.
Oh, this
Uh,
is so cool.
and
Can I have a
then-
fantasy tank?
Fantasy
yeah.
tank.
Take.
Can I have a
You
fantasy
are a
rail
fantasy
gun,
tank.
please?
Oh boy. Here we go. I've got a catapult here. This token pack doesn't have any Sherman tanks in it.
There.
But
Cart's full. Whoa, hey, a
Cart's
light
full.
being weird.
You got
Yeah,
like a spell cast at you.
there we go.
Ugh, I do
catapult.
not like the daylight spell.
And we've got one more coming in hot right here. What do you say we drop down another? Let's do a scorpion ballista.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
Put that right up
Solid.
top. All right, great. And then we can resolve in. Just put them right up there. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's resolve initiative. So 20 through 25.
Oh, you know what this looks like?
24.
Knowledge is power.
Oh
does look like
yeah.
It really does. So Fest 24 and Dazzle, how much?
Mine was a nat 20, but it's a 21.
Okay, so Dazzle goes first. And Fest, yours was not a natural 20, right?
No, it was
Okay.
an 18.
So Fest, and then 15 through 20.
19 for Bora.
Awesome. Bora. I think someone put a bag over Chirp's head. He's currently sound asleep.
He's asleep.
Do we have
Yeah.
10 through
Bounty.
15?
14.
Okay, awesome. Ella, and then what was yours, Murray?
5.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, buddy.
Aw, sweet buddy.
Now,
It takes me a while to get to the front
because
of a
this
whole
is an
city.
army that you're facing, the Khaziriks as a whole will be taking a turn between each of your turns.
Ah,
Yeah, it's spicy, huh? Real quick, so Anthony, Chirp, we're fighting an
Hello.
army now.
Great.
Go
I'm
ahead and roll
ready.
me initiative.
I would love to.
Chat gave us siege weapons, so we
Yeah,
have them.
5 siege weapons. Oh yeah, so make sure to open your battle map, Chirp.
I've got it. I would like a reroll on that initiative.
Oh, you can
please.
have
for
one.
it.
Hell yeah, buddy. I love you, man. Do it.
if I can get a second reroll, that would
Hell
be
yeah,
great
buddy.
too.
I love you, man. Do it.
I mean, that's just the way my luck is. There's no point in doing another one.
Ooh, no.
That's
We've got
It's
one
okay.
reroll left.
no. We're saving that. We're saving that.
Yeah,
I got a
we're
13.
reroll.
13.
A 13.
Okay, that's not so
that's better
bad.
than Murray.
Decent. This is better than Murray.
You're better than me, bud.
And then so Chirp, to quickly reiterate for you, so basically this is a contest of you all versus the Khazaric army. You're looking for 10 total successes in whatever endeavor you're trying to pursue here, whether it's saving the gnomish population, defending the city, repelling the attackers, whatever. Whoever gets to 10 successes first wins the engagement and will determine the fate of the occupants of this city, and possibly some of you, and possibly some others. So
Great.
buckle up, bucko.
And we have a preemptive 1 point of success because of the negotiations.
Indeed, because Bora was so
'Cause of
gosh darn
you.
intimidating.
Bora was so scary, and she didn't even have to do a
So
cuss like
cool.
we did.
So cool.
Quick question about I love this mechanic. So are we doing, like, say if we fight with a weapon, is that counting as a thing, or are you wanting us to do something grander, like the weapons, or like describing leading a handful of troops dumping oil over the wall? Like,
it can be large or small, but I
Okay.
would focus on those things that you think might have a significant impact to the fate of the city.
okay.
But really, it all goes. If you just get into a tussle with one of these groups of soldiers and keep them busy, kill a few, I mean, that's also very successful and helps to get the gnomes out. So it all's fun, but you know what? Have fun. Use your imaginations to go hog fucking wild.
Woo!
First things
Or
first,
fucking wild.
the Khazarics will take their first turn.
Yes.
And let's see.
Ew.
Oh no. Okay, so down here, the soldiers are going to begin to move up towards your position, and you see them begin to accost and assault the gnomes who have not been able to flee the streets yet. However, they did not roll well, and so they're currently just making trouble but not dealing any particularly deadly blows at present. And the turn order rolls over to Dazzle.
Okay, so with this catapult I've got here, does the catapult come with the like boulders that you would put in a catapult?
It's got every goddamn boulder you can imagine.
Excellent. Can I set them on fire?
Is Squangarlo loading the catapult?
Oh,
Oh,
Wait, is this the town he was in?
this is the time.
There's
He
nowhere else you
majored
could
in
go.
moving rocks.
Sir.
Dazzle, I'm sorry. Yes, this is awkward. I'm going to just lift this rock in here. There we go. And because he put the
So good at it.
he puts the stone in there and
He
scampers away
graduated summa
blushing.
cum limestone.
Oh. Calmer, don't panic. I have to go.
Yeah, so by all means, if you have a way to ignite the boulder, I encourage you to do so.
Could I use my fire bolt in theory to ignite the boulder?
Only if you can convince Murray to spit on it first.
You don't gotta convince me. I'm
Right.
just clearing out my throat.
Phlegma
Murray, I have
plenty.
an idea. Come here. It's gonna be awesome.
Okay.
Spit on this rock.
Chewy.
And then I'll just light it up with a
Jesus.
firebolt, and I would like to try and land it on somebody in range of my catapult.
I mean, that thing can also go clear over the walls, so you can try and hit like a group of soldiers in the city,
I
or
would
you
love
can try
them
and
grouped up.
yeah. So I mean, there are the guys down here, but they're currently accosting gnomes.
Yeah.
There's the 3 people over here on the left,
Uh-huh.
who don't appear to be accosting gnomes.
Opponent.
There's a
Bonus for
big
them.
chunk. There's a big chunk in the bottom right corner too.
Yeah.
if
There
you can
are,
all
yeah.
read.
Oh,
that.
down there's a lot of business happening bottom
Yeah,
right.
let's go for the business down on the right and try and hit as many of them as we can with flaming
right.
rock. I don't want to go for the
Hey,
ones that are costing gnomes because I'm
everyone.
pretty sure that we would hit them.
Little teapots in view.
Hey,
we got him.
there he is, bottom
Oh,
left.
is that the teapot me?
Is
You
that
find
a teapot?
Oh,
We found
Man,
it.
check
boy.
it out. That
Sword
is.
and staff.
All right, so Dazzle, I want you to roll because you're using a siege weapon. I want you to roll an attack with advantage. You may add your proficiency bonus because Murray spit on it.
Hey, perfect. Then in that case, That is 22 to hit.
I want you to roll 2d12 plus an extra d6 for the fire damage.
Nice.
12 plus an extra d6. I definitely have all of my dice here. I was super prepared for this stream. It was 2d12 plus a d6.
Yes.
Excellent. 16 points of damage.
Woo, baby. That boulder comes hurling across the town square, and you see as it just bowls into these guys over here, taking out a solid chunk of them as they attempt to reinforce. But 3 of them are definitively crushed by the boulder. Not necessarily dead, but out of commish. And then the Kazuriks will attempt to retaliate. They're going to go for Dazzle and the siege weapon.
Ooh, that
Let's
makes
see
sense.
what happens. That makes sense. That tracks.
Oh, yeah,
That's
I
good.
did
Good
that.
strat. Good strat.
Yeah, I did that. Fair.
3 of the soldiers run up to you, and they attempt to begin attacking the siege weapon, but decide to focus on you personally because you're
Be a
so
lot
damn
cooler if you
offensive to
did.
them.
Rude.
They're going to roll. Ooh, does a 15 hit?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, no,
I mean-
it's 15, so it's meets it beats it, right?
Okay.
Yep. Crazy,
It
it's
was
15.
met. And you are stabbed for a total of 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And the Kazuriks add 1 success to their tally.
Oh, no.
Next up.
A stab?
Well, they're now interfering with the siege weapon.
I guess.
It's all it takes. A stab. That's it.
I'll get you 10 points. I'll stab a bunch of them.
Listen, you guys have the action economy tied up right now. You're doing fine.
Yeah.
Fess, what's up?
Tight. Shoot, I'm so excited. Fess is like, these are big bows. I'm so good at range stuff. And then she looks over at the group. Okay, quick question. Is everyone staying here and partying, or are some people gonna fuck off and go help evacuate?
I might be fucking off.
I'm ready to
Unsurprising.
party.
I need a stronger yes before I burn my action helping.
Yes.
You know what?
Okay.
I will tailor my plan to yours. Go right ahead.
Cool. So I'm gonna slide in so I can catch everyone in a 30-foot radius, and I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace on the
Oh,
group.
spicy.
Very
Okay.
good.
Fucking stealth. It's gonna get wild in here. Please don't die. I won't see it if you do because you're stealthy now.
Okay.
And that's my action, so I don't know what I can do with the bonus
Do
action.
you have any bonus actions you'd like to do?
I mean, can I bonus action fire a weapon?
So I'd say for your bonus action, you could certainly interact with the gnomes. You could move yourself or them because they're very small.
Yeah.
You can interact with the environment in some way. It's up to you.
Cool. Then yeah, I'm gonna head over and try to start scooping up gnomes. Like, hey, fuckers, you didn't move fast enough, and I'm not trying to hit you with And she picks up a gnome and then looks over at the giant siege weapon next to her. And just like, I'm coming for you, baby. Get out of the way!
For a moment, I thought you were gonna load the gnome in there.
No.
No,
But
please.
would they fit?
Don't you ask. Don't even ask.
I just
But yes.
finding out.
I
It's a
look at my
perfectly reasonable
hands.
question, Vince. You
Mhm.
clearly
No
know the size.
fault.
You know the size of the gnomes. You know the size of the catapults. We're asking, would a gnome fit in a catapult?
I tuck the gnome under my arm so I don't look because I think I could make it work.
So I loaded you up with 2 gnomes there.
Yeah.
Loaded you, not any siege weapons.
Weird.
Beautiful.
I just want to kind of push them behind me and get them a good lead on running out of the square because I want
Perfect.
less gnomes to accidentally hit when we go buck wild in here.
And then the Kazuriks will go again. What is with my dice?
Good? Bad?
What's the deal with these knives?
No.
Bad for me, good for you.
Yay! We love when
However,
it's bad for you.
the Kazuriks do continue moving further into the city here, and you see how they begin to start attacking the inhabitants.
Oh no!
Gnomes slowly, as they flee, begin to fall. The casualties are minor so far, but there are a few minor, losses.
By which he means children.
No.
No!
The casualties are minors.
No!
Okay, wow.
Minors, not minors. However, that is, I need 1 Galactic Quest reference per day to survive.
Got it.
Next up, we have Bora.
Okay, so remind me of the spell again. Is it that she's totally invisible?
Oh, you have a +10 to stealth.
+10 to all
10
stealth rolls. Yeah.
To stealth.
Yeah.
And is it does attacking or casting like affect
Nope.
it at all? Okay.
You are cash money. As long as I don't lose concentration, you're good to go.
Catching,
Copy that.
baby.
So Bora's gonna sneak, and she's gonna
You said
go
sneeze.
sneeze. No, that was before. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Ooh. So she's gonna get up to here and take a little swing. She's also going to be casting Ensnaring Strike beforehand. So she takes her hammer out, and we see these sort of like spectral vines, sort of, if they were visible, would cover the head of the hammer, and she's going to take
Hell
a quick
yeah.
little hidden swing.
I love that.
Let's go.
Roll that.
That's going to be a 22 to hit.
22 hits. Yeah, absolutely.
So that is 8 damage, and I'm going to activate the Ensnaring Strike. So vines shoot up and ensnare him.
Hell yeah.
Let me. That's a save, I think.
Yeah, and that is a like a dex
Strength.
save? Strength. Okay.
Mhm.
What does your spell save DC?
Oh, that is a good question. 13.
I rolled a 12.
Wow. 1d6 piercing damage, so 3. And
For a
you're
total of
what was that before?
8 plus 3, was it?
Yep. So
11
11.
damage. Okay. Hell
and
yeah.
then you're gonna take that at the beginning of each of your turns that you're restrained.
Hell
Make
yeah.
a strength check each time.
Okay, so yes, that fellow's restrained, and his partner is also trying to like help him out of the vines, and is thoroughly distracted. And we have a point added to the home team's tally.
Give it to me.
Oh, next up we have that was Vince Casso reacting to that, by the way, not just me. We have the Kaziriks also going. Oh, no, that's what I'm talking about. They. Oh,
Like
this will
that.
be interesting.
No.
They get on top of the catapult and begin to disassemble it. I said begin.
They bring an Allen wrench with them? What the fuck?
And these, well, they're like cutting into it.
Ah.
And these two Kaziriks over here, unfortunately, also do some gnome damage. These fellows over here are closing in, and you're seeing more close in from the south as well. And that is 1 point in favor of the visiting team. Ella, you're up.
All
What
right.
time of day is it, by the way?
It's
night?
like twilight. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it possible for me to get up onto like a wall or a vantage point so I can see what the rest of the army outside the city looks like?
If you can see something on this map you can climb, then you can climb it.
There's a big ass book. Climb the
Can I
book.
climb up the big ass book?
I want you-
Is that
roll
tall?
me. It's not gonna take your action, but roll me a dex check just to see how well you shamble up.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
We do have one reroll left.
Fucked.
Just
Hello?
stealth up the book.
What did you roll?
Not, I know I didn't roll a 1. It's okay. It's just, but it's a deck, so it's still 11.
Okay, that's survivable.
That's not bad.
Survivable.
For Ella, that's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It takes you look. It does not look pretty, and you will be made fun of for it later.
I'm a
but you
turtle
do-
climbing a book.
I know
That's
it's
impressive.
perfectly
Leave
looking.
it
You should be made
alone.
fun of for that.
It
That's
looks
pretty funny.
hilarious. My God. But yeah, so you managed to get to the top of the book.
Alright.
Chirp looks up at Ella and is like, you know I can fly, right? Is there something you wanted to see?
I need to be, I'm pretty sure I need to be able to see, to do the thing that I want to do.
Okay.
Can I like look out and see
Everything the light touches.
everything
Wow.
that touches? Can I see Pomplamoose? I'm so sorry. At some point I will
Polamos?
Pomplamoose.
Polamos.
Polamos.
Yeah,
is
Pomplamoose
he
is too
here?
close.
He doesn't appear to be in the city right now, but are you trying to like catch sight of something Polamosi looking like out beyond the walls?
Yeah, I kind of just want to see if there
Polomosi.
or if there are like officers or some kind of,
Who's in
you know what
I'll
I mean?
say
I'm
you can
looking
see
for
what appears to
people
be a
in charge.
command tent.
Okay. I have another question.
Yes.
Hey, remember that time that you gave me the ability to summon undead
Oh yeah.
I don't, but I
that
believe you.
I can only control 50% of the time,
I do remember
and
now.
then they expire at midnight?
Do you want to spawn undead yonder?
How many can I spawn? Is it just one? Or is it more than one?
I will say you can roll a d10.
Yes,
Okay.
get
For
a
zombies.
10. Get a 10.
And if I am looking at the tent, like how close do these undead have to be to me?
I didn't give you a range, so I'll say if it's in sight, that's fine.
So generous.
Go have your fun. Spawn you zombie, sweetheart.
10!
You did not!
Give us 10 zombies, Vince.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So
yes,
well
yes.
beyond the walls, beyond the present engagement, you suddenly see a lot of commotion in the officer's tent.
I'm pretty sure this is how you get more zombies, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go on zombies, because this is how you get zombies.
Yes.
I will change the genre of this show so fast. Don't tempt me. It's We're Alive Season 3, bucko. Let's do this.
But only till midnight. Only till midnight.
Only till midnight.
It's only Twilight. We got like 4 good hours.
Oh, Nathan's
Yeah.
back. Okay, so, yes, there's a big old commotion.
Band is pretty far or farther away from the rest of the troops. But
So
I
now
am
you have to
gonna
roll to
cause
whether
a
or not you can
disruption.
control them. Because it was a 50-50 chance, right?
Right.
So roll me a
just let 'em
d20.
loose.
I figured as long as it rolled a 3.
We have one reroll if you would like to attempt to control the zombies.
Do I need
Please.
to control the zombies?
Please control the
Sure.
zombies.
Please.
I don't want more enemies. Chat, we need you.
I rolled
It's like
a
someone
5.
screaming, Mom!
Mom,
Pick me
The
up. I'm wrong side of
zombies!
D&D.
Mom.
I rolled a 5.
And that was
Okay.
better.
It was technically better.
Presently, the zombies will not be within your control.
Oh,
However,
no.
you see people beginning to stream out of the officer's tent, and even Kifo charges out from the tent with sword drawn and begins just trying to cut into the zombies.
Not Kifo, Polemos.
Oh.
Oh my
Jeez.
god. We
I
all
thought
let it
Kifo was
go.
there.
Polemos.
Yeah,
And
you
we,
nearly just did a big plot twist.
There's a
Which,
reason
like,
I keep
hey.
fucking them up, and it's totally my fault. Okay.
Okay.
I was having a
Polemos.
moment.
Yeah.
Kifo is Polemos.
Polemos is beginning to cut into them. However, that was very certainly a victory in your favor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a point goes to the home team there. The
Well done,
Kazariks
Ella.
will take their next turn
I'm
here.
on a book now.
I see. All right. These over here have undone their binds and will assault Bora. Actually.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Dad.
What's your AC?
I'm invisible.
You are stealthy, aren't you? What was your stealth roll?
Well, I have a plus 10. Should I do another stealth roll?
I just forget what your first one was.
I don't think I had one. So
Oh yes, you can just roll that.
16.
Plus 10?
Oh, 26.
Oh, 26! So in that case, they don't actually know exactly where you're at. So they're gonna close in on Fess.
Who's invisible? Are you kidding me?
Fuck, what was your roll? God damn it, that's right, you're all
Hold
fucking
on.
invisible.
I'm a fucking Gloomstalker.
Yeah.
That's true.
You said it was close to night. There's no one there.
Goodbye.
Okay, well, they're just gonna go for whoever the hell else is here.
No one.
Ella's up on the book.
Just so you know, my stealth roll is a 28 with pass without trace.
Murray, what'd you get?
Unfortunately, I rolled a nat 1, so that
Oh.
would be
Buddy!
13.
Look, Murray, either they're attacking you or they're attacking the gnomes. It's one of those two.
Fucking bring it!
They're gonna go after Murray. And I rolled that as a hit against Bora, but it will also hit you.
Yeah, cha, motherfuckers!
Jesus. And that is 10 points of damage.
Okay,
And the soldiers over here are making swift progress on dismantling the catapult unless they can be interrupted in doing so.
you said 10?
10 points total. And that's going to pass over to Chirp.
Cool. Let's see. Where do we have the biggest concentration of dudes coming in?
Dazzle's having some trouble over there.
Dazzle is definitely having some trouble over there.
And there's some guys over here to the right.
Surrounded, but other than that, I'm
I'm
fine.
just surrounded.
It's probably fine.
It's probably fine. Yeah. Okay. Chirp's gonna cast darkness.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Chirp's gonna cast darkness in the radius around the catapult. So
boom. Wow, okay.
That should disrupt them from taking that apart.
You know what? Fuck yeah, that's a point. That's a fun idea. Hell yeah.
So I have us at 4 right now.
And then
that's 5 now.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take it.
And then for bonus action,
we have a reroll.
Because I'm a monk, I still get to do flurry of blows.
Get him.
I mean,
So-
punch some motherfucker, dude.
Blah, 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 blah.
I'm gonna
That's his hands.
Actually, Murray, that's only two soldiers. Murray's got 2 soldiers,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
I'll come over here and I'll just stop these dudes from approaching.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
gonna do flurry of blows.
Roll it, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Ooh, that's a 26 to hit.
Ow! Yeah, roll it damage.
So that's a 5 damage.
Nice. Yeah, you deck the Kaziric soldier.
And then I'm gonna use a key point, and I'm gonna do it again.
Let the good
Do
times roll,
it.
baby. Roll it all. Roll it all.
Hurt their bodies.
That's a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll definitely hit.
And that's 6 damage.
Beautiful. So just a quick.
Yeah, so I kind of I'm running past the catapult and I look over and I see that Dazzle and these 3 soldiers are at the catapult. And so I just kind of do like this and I kind of look at Dazzle right beforehand and I wave. And all of a sudden everything around her gets dark. And then I keep running, and as I run up to the other soldiers, I kind of do the cartoon punching bag to the one guy, and then I finish up with the uppercut.
Hell yeah. And it does some damage. The fellow is stunned before you. And is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Hell yeah. The Kazirics will go again, and as a gentle reminder to the group, the gnomes are still kind of flailing about, and though some have been encouraged to escape to the docks, the message has not really gotten out across the city yet. So many are still in the area, and some in their homes as well.
I can only hold 2 vents. What more can I do?
Use your words!
No.
No. However,
No.
no.
I love you, Sage.
The
You.
Kazirics now moving up north to try and cut off any passage of possible escape to the docks or elsewhere, and cutting down a few more gnomes in their path, and joining up with a few of their reinforcements coming in from the east as well. And they are doing so successfully. That is a point in their favor. It's currently 5 versus 4, favoring the home team, and the turn passes to Murray.
Question.
A lot at stake. Yes.
What is does a cantrip count as an action, or can that be a
I'll
bonus
say no
action?
because it's fun.
Okay, great. I'm
Bess,
gonna.
you can't shoot your bow as a bonus action.
I didn't want to shoot my bow. I wanted to shoot the catapult.
Oh, you should have said that. That would have been amazing.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm gonna lean in close to the 2 that are in front of me that just swiped at me and just say, "Oh, you're really gonna regret not letting me be invisible."
Is that Asmeridian?
And then I'm gonna see that there are clearly people screaming and being slaughtered who are still in their homes.
I mean, there's a few who have not realized, like, oh, we're supposed to leave right now. Like,
Okay,
they're trying
then-
to batten down.
Can't imagine why.
Perfect. I'm going to cast thaumaturgy and boom my voice as loud as I can and just scream, evacuate! And then with Sylvia and Forget-Me-Not in my hands,
Yeah.
I go to swipe the 2 in front of me.
Roll 2 attacks and a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay,
Nice, nice.
do that one first. Okay. Persuasion.
Tina's wearing the PixelCircus hoodie,
I
and it
just
makes me
know-
so jealous to not wear mine because it's
I
so
know.
fucking comfortable.
18 for persuasion.
Hell yeah.
And then ooh, okay, not bad. Over 20s to slaughter.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Did you add
Um,
your persuasion because your hair is pretty?
Oh yeah, +5.
I didn't. It gets
Yeah.
better.
Ooh, use
I
that
forgot
pretty
to use
hair.
mine.
Evacuate.
Evacuate.
That
a
turns
minute.
into a 23.
Oh, actually, it's evacuate. Don't wait.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. So that was a total of 23 for your persuasion check, right?
Something like that.
And then 20s, over 20s for the attacks. Yeah, roll that damage.
Okay.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
Dos, sixes. Okay. First one. Can reroll that. Oh, yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15 for the first strike. And 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 again for the second.
They both hit.
And while I'm doing that, can I be humming to myself?
Yeah. What are you humming?
Oh, this is your little buddy's going down.
Really just did like an Oompa Loompa song.
Yes.
Is the
Charlie and
thaumaturgy
Papa.
still up? Can we
Yes,
all hear
so
you
it
humming?
Oh my
booms.
god. It's
So all
coming
you hear is,
over the loudspeakers.
What
Yes,
this
yes.
is your little buddy going down.
And
Murray, go to the urinal
booms.
with a mic on again.
Sorry. This is your little buddy going down.
Jesus. My new
But-
ringtone.
but lovely, 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 because I'm currently making music with my mouth. So any of my allies who hear me get a +1 to everything now.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
my god.
And that's my turn!
What a
Murray!
turn.
Beautiful. And I'm so sorry. Remind me one more time what your damage was.
I believe it's 14 for both of them.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah. I mean, you chop them asunder. They go down hard.
Do their little buddies go down?
Nasiq also seems to be like bustling around trying to scoop up gnomes and like ferry people to the docks as well.
Yeah, girl, go do
Silently
that.
though, she always does. She's lousy with gnomes right now. Perfect. So next up, it is once again our favorite evil empire, the Khazirics.
Careful, the YMCA.
Y'all ready for this?
Oh my god.
I
So the
like to-
Khazirics have actually rolled quite well for that. We're going to see the Khazirics on this, even though they are blinded by the darkness, they're still physically on the ballista, so rather the catapult. So they're kind of like hitting down and hitting it, and they'll have one more turn before they destroy it unless they are stopped. What you do also see, Ella, is in the distance, the Khazirics seem to be making their way through that crowd of zombies. And Polemos sticks, again, you can see it's like in the distance, and I didn't say Kifo this time, sticks his sword into the earth ahead of him and raises his hand and seems to be channeling something. But you're not quite sure what is happening out
Divinity.
there.
But if you look closer, you see a tiny bite mark on his neck. Oh, what could
Oh
it
my
be?
god.
Oh.
I will infect
Oh.
all of
No,
you.
don't.
I'm worse
Maybe
than
they
Ivan,
like
I
the
promise.
way you said that.
So currently
no,
the
my
score is
worlds are
6 to
colliding.
5.
Yeah.
And the turn
all
rolls back
zombies.
over to Dazzle.
My immersion.
Excellent. Well, let's take a look around here. I am a bit surrounded, aren't I?
And you
In
can't
the
see
dark.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay, well, and they can't see me either, so my Fey presence wouldn't work, would it?
Nope.
Okay, great. Can I? Am I close enough to the catapult that I could potentially futz with the catapult?
You are right next to it. You can do anything you want with it.
Excellent. Then, out of curiosity, if you said that we could use these as some kind of bonus action, could I load myself into the catapult and yeet myself into the air and Eldritch Blast down on some of the soldiers?
Yes.
Please,
For the
please,
sheer
please.
style points of it,
So
yes.
good.
Go ahead and do all of that.
It's a nat 20!
Yeah!
Oh
Yes.
my god. So yes, describe how you so deftly enter the catapult with soldiers on it and then launch yourself.
Well, my hope is with the
Yes,
nat 20 that maybe some of them get flung as well. That would be kind of fun. But I'd like
Fling
to
them, yeah, why
climb
not?
into the little buckety part of it. Just pull the lever and yeet, and then just kind of spray down my pink glittering Eldritch Blast on a group of them that is not close to gnomes, so I don't hit any gnomes.
So do you want to go for like the ones who are currently tangling with Chirp over here on the left?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Roll a second. So the first d20 is for this maneuver in general. Roll a second d20 as I want to see how well you aim this thing once you're in the sky.
Okay, that is...
Because you might hit Chirp, and it's going to be very funny if you do.
That's actually a dirty 20 because I have a +7 on my
Hell
Eldritch
F.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
roll damage. Roll
Great.
Eldritch Blast damage.
Okay. I wish the nat 20 would prove the damage. Fine. Okay. 12 points of damage from my Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely cuts down one of those. I'll even say, because one of them's already hurt pretty bad already, I'll say two of those guys come down, and Chirp's just tangling with one now as you just carve through them.
Thanks, buddy. Arch your back.
My wings will start flapping, but I absolutely have no action left to cast fly, so I'm coming down.
And one of the soldiers on the catapult gets just thrown asunder. The other lands on top of the book with Ella.
Ella.
Does it say something back?
Could you get me an autograph from Asmeridian by chance?
Are you gonna stop killing gnomes?
I
gonna defect?
don't know.
If you
I was thinking
defect?
like $20.
Oh, if you defect from the Empire, I bet I could get you an autograph, sweetheart. Otherwise, I think Asmeridian might just, you'll get a hell of an autograph, but I don't think it'll be the one you want.
I'll
You know
carve
what?
it in your flesh.
You just hear from the
Thaumaturgy.
Thank you so
It's just
much.
ringing off the
Thank
walls.
you so much for selling that for me. I was like, oh man.
My God, I'm coming in your flesh! Murray's a fucking psychopath.
Also,
Yeah.
wait, before we move on, if that move by Dazzle doesn't count for a point,
Oh,
I
it
don't
did.
know
Oh, I'm
what
keeping track.
does.
Yeah, you're up to 7 now. Yeah. No, I'm marking them up. Yeah, you're at
Good.
7 now.
Points to Xander for the scoreboard
Was that
reference.
competitive?
Let's go. Yeah, I like that.
The Kazirix. Ooh.
Yeah.
You see again in the distance, Ella, as you have this sidebar, but Polemos seems to be completing whatever he's working on over there. And all of a sudden, this almost, it's you can't see it, but you can almost see the way that it disturbs the air around it. Almost like a mirage, the way that heat affects the way that light bends. You see this ripple cast over the city. And all the soldiers seem to be like almost reinvigorated
Oh, I
and
hate
take
that.
a big breath. And you feel almost, it's not a physical detriment at all, but you feel almost as if you have a little bit less hope that you will succeed. It's like, it's more of a psychological thing as this hits you. Just like that sense of impending doom. Yeah. And then it goes over to Fess.
The dread pirate pamplemousse. Yeah. Okay.
You are
You didn't
3
let me
points
be
away
over.
from 10.
You didn't let me be overpowered before, so try this one out.
You can
I-
add +1 to anything.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. I toss the gnomes aside and go scoot, 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 scoot. And I look over at the beautiful siege weapon next to me and I see past it. And I see a little rat on the ground. And I go, you know what's in the town? Rats. And I would like to summon all the rats in this city.
Yes.
Roll me a d20, adding whatever stat you think is most appropriate. I'll leave that up to you.
Rat god, rat god.
Rats for the rat god.
Rats for the rat god. I got a 21.
Yeah, hell yeah. And you hear from underneath the very cobblestones of this city a rumbling, as from the pipes, from the gutters, from homes, from taverns, do not eat there, from all over the city, rats pour forth en masse and assemble at your feet.
My liege, my lord,
Little Popat.
how can we be of assistance?
Nothing in a Kaziric uniform survives. Destroy them all, get in their clothes, follow them back to the camp and infect them. Destroy their army.
Fellow rats, activate Plan P for pestilence.
You wanted a plague? I got your plague right here, buddy.
Nibble their toes, chew off the soles of their feet, bite their bums while they relieve themselves. Leave no Kaziric untouched.
Take a note not to Mask of Many Faces into a Kaziric.
Unless you have your
Not for
bum
a
nibbled by
while.
rats.
Lest you be nibbled.
And the rats charge off into the distance, and you hear screams, not of pain, but more of confusion, as
that's
rats
fair.
run up pant legs and nibble bums across the city. And that's definitely a point in y'all's favor.
Oh, I see you, chat.
Yes.
Pestilence!
Oh boy.
Survivors!
Shout out to
And
Rachel
Fess, is that your turn?
Do you give me a bonus action to shoot the thing?
Just fucking shoot the thing.
Do it.
You
I
don't-
want you to shoot it. Shoot it.
Okay, I would like to shoot the big one that looks like a crossbow.
Okay,
And-
yeah, get up on that ballista and fuck it up.
Yeah, let's go.
This is the time.
I want to turn it towards like this squad over here and aim
Range
high.
up in there. Aim high. Yeah.
Yeah,
Aim
there's a bunch of
high.
gnomes in there. That's
Arc
okay.
it.
Sweet. What do I do? What do I roll? to-
Roll me.
Murray moves the cannon out of the way.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm with you.
Roll me a d20 with advantage because you're using this beautiful shiny new homing ballista.
Okay, I got just a 15. Can I add my like
You
ranged
can add your
weapon
proficiency,
stuff?
whatever you would normally add for an attack roll with like your bow or something.
Okay, it's a plus 10 to 25.
Jesus fuck. Yeah. So roll me 2d12 damage on that.
Sweet. I'm gonna do it on here because I don't have a second D12 because I'm trash baby.
But you are trash baby.
Okay.
These
so
digital dice hate me.
there are two gnomes in that crowd, by the way, but I'll say that because your roll was so good, this ballista just sort of weaves around them a little bit and takes out just a couple of these soldiers and gives the gnomes more of an opportunity to wiggle away and scamper away.
Okay, I'm done now. Thank you.
You had your ballista moment there. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
We are up to a total of 8 points for the home team and 6 for the visiting team. Next up, we have Bora.
Bora is still invisible, is going to take a move action to come right up here and take a
Get
couple
'em.
of swings at these
Get 'em.
people.
No!
So the first one is a 16.
Oh my god, she's beautiful.
She can't see me.
Oh, I feel there's beauty near me. Sorry, the nibbling's very distracting.
So that one is 10 points of damage.
Great.
Does he still look fine?
He doesn't look fine. He's still alive.
Copy. I'll swing again. The same one. 16. No, wait. 17?
Hits.
It's 12.
Beautiful. And yeah, you take the sucker out. And I'll say the other one's also sufficiently intimidated by your mysterious darkness, death hammering that he also begins to scamper away. And
You just hear Bora under her breath in Fia's voice, that negotiation voice of like, yeah, you'd better run.
Ooh. My ass! And he takes off back towards the camp. We're now at 9-6. And so this next turn might just do it, depending on the rolls, Ella. Let's see how this goes.
Listen to me, Kaylee.
You got
Listen to me,
this.
Kaylee. We love you. You're wonderful. You can do this.
I believe in you.
Don't forget to one-up it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, y'all.
That means you can roll at least a 2 this time, buddy.
Right.
Yeah.
We do have 2 rerolls currently.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
So, I'm not controlling any zombies at the moment. Are all of the undead done?
There's still going to be a few tangling with some officers, and one officer. Oh, actually, hang. You know what? Whoa! 2 officers appear to be dead.
Vince, did you go between the 2 people?
Did I do what?
Did you go? You're supposed to take your turns in between.
I didn't take my. Thank you.
I didn't mean to snitch, but like as a DM, I get that. It's really
Did
hard.
Did you check the homework? Yeah, cool.
Stop.
Cool.
Pop quiz today.
Thanks, you big nerd. This is great.
Whatever. I just want this.
No, I love you, but you know what?
Successful.
You know
Did this
what?
get Ella
For
off the
snitching,
hook for
inspiration.
being the narc?
Maybe I'm a narc now.
We have a new narc.
However, yes, so you see these soldiers crowd around Dia, who, by the way, has assembled quite a posse of gnomes over here, and are now cutting into her group faster than she can fling spells at them to stop them. There are a couple of gnomes dropping from that onslaught as well, and the points go up to 7 for the visiting team. Now, Ella, what is your plan?
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
This is a whole lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Is there a so here is where hang on, I've got the wrong thingy thing happening. So here is kind of where the most action
That's where the Nasiq business is happening. There's
Nasiq
one
business.
soldier over here, one over here by the ballista.
Kaylee, just min-max it. We just need 1 more point. Push that guy off the book.
I'm not sure if that would do it,
I
but
don't
maybe.
think
That's
do
a
it.
point. That's a point.
He's already incapacitated.
Wait, hang on. But what's this one? Is that what kind of is that a
That's a ballista.
Is that a ballista?
Yeah, it's a scorpion ballista.
Can you also indicate on the map where Pomplamoose is? We've said it too many times. I've
He's
completely forgotten
outside
his
of the
real
city.
name now.
He's far beyond the outer walls.
Got it. Would a ballista reach him?
You'd have to go either arc it with the most impossibly perfect shot, or somehow get it through the wall.
Okay.
Vest needs to shoot the ballista. at
Jesus
Polamos.
I'm trying to decide where my best use of things are where I don't actually have to roll any dice.
You might have to roll some dice.
I
Yeah,
know
roll some
it.
dice.
I
I'd say
know
either
it.
just get up on that siege weapon or
You got it,
something else
Kaylee.
big. Like, you
Dance
can
so
do
you
this.
feel better.
You can do it.
Right.
Just in case there was an extra reroll earlier. I don't know if we used it.
We have
There was
2
one.
total.
Okay, 2 total.
We had 1 left over, then 1 new one came in a little bit ago.
Woo!
All right. So the siege weapons are bonus actions now for story reasons.
They are whatever sounds the most fun.
All right. Cool. So I'm gonna
You want
try.
you to twice?
Well, what I'd like to do is I would like to try and get down to the siege weapon, but I kind of just want to like check the guy up on the book with me on my way there, so that you know. Yeah,
That's a
that
point.
feels right.
That's a point, Vince.
Fuck off.
I'm marking
Check
it.
out.
Half a
Yeah, the
point
guy
at
who's
least.
already like half passed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye, sweetheart. You didn't. I gave him a chance and he didn't take it.
Fair.
That's fair, yeah.
So now I have this ballista. I can't get it over the wall, right? I have to point it to.
Again, you can try and arc that stuff that directly over the wall.
And I'd have to do it like perfectly.
because you can't see Polamos from beneath the book.
Well,
Because-
Yeah, I don't want to necessarily attack Polemos, but can I shoot?
Oh,
it
just the
for
army
wall?
out there.
Yeah, at
Yeah,
the
just yeet
general
that shit.
masses of. Yeah, I would like to do that.
Great. Roll that d20 with advantage. Add your attack modifier.
And the +1 from the singing?
And the +1 from the song.
Hey, how many rerolls do we say we
Two.
have?
How'd that song go again?
Can I give her my inspiration? Because, like,
You may.
ranged weapons, I love them.
We have those rerolls.
Okay, I am taking
Use the
a
2.
reroll.
And Fess also granted you her inspiration if you need it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is much better. I should always roll this die. Hey, thanks, Sage.
I feel like I hear that every week. Oh, I should roll this one.
It becomes a betrayer by the next time.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I get new dice almost every week.
Oh, wow. I've had one
Amazing.
set for like 2 years.
Wow.
That
I got
hurts
Kaylee a
my-
new D20 and it rolled well.
I got a 19 on the die.
So describe to me the graceful yeet of said ballista.
So what I'd like to do, I don't know how ballistas work. Is it like a lever?
It's a big old fucking crossbow.
Right. So
Full of leather.
So yeah, you just like let it go, right? So what I would like to do is I would like to just like, instead of jumping down from the book, what I would like to do is I'd like to kind of like edge down from the book and push the guy onto the lever so that he like triggers the
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Ah, not the rats! Oh, my spine! And he triggers the lever as his back breaks upon it. And yeah, the ballista, which wasn't aimed up, by the way, but I'll say the ballista was sufficiently
A body knocking
tilted
into it would
by-
certainly tilt
well, that's
it.
what I'm saying,
I think I
yeah.
tilt it, yeah.
So the ballista was sufficiently knocked over by moved in a direction known as upward.
Wow.
You are
I
such a
mean-
generous and gracious DM, Vince.
Yes.
Oh,
I love you,
boy.
Vince.
Oh.
Thank you for supporting
Yeah.
my love for story dramatic.
Fuck yeah, by the body.
Vince, explain
flourish.
how this single ballista shot kills 80,000 soldiers.
Shut up.
We've done it.
So
She
what
got
you-
a 19 on the die.
You can't see this happen, but you hear something happen, and the ballista shot goes over the wall. And first of all, you're hearing a cacophony of people saying like, "Oh, the rats! Oh, they're in my ass!" and all kinds of stuff like that. Just like, "Oh, my toes! Oh, I have so many diseases!" Just from all over the army.
We just got raided while you said that.
Hunters, how appropriate. We have
Yes.
zombies. We've got
hunters.
zombies.
Ivan's all over this shit.
We've summoned
However,
him.
you hear the soldiers call out. They're like, "Oh, quick! Get into a pile! Climb on top of something so the rats can't get you! Yeah, that's right! Stack on top of each other! Let's all gather in one place so they can't get to us! Form a circle!" And then the ballista shot goes over the wall, and you hear like, "Oh, it hit all of us at once! Oh shit! Oh, we're all speared! Oh, we've been shish kebabbed all by one ballista shot! Took out like 24 of us!"
Whoa.
And for
So
a moment,
proud of Ella.
they're all guy.
Ah!
I'm still on the book.
Oh,
I didn't even get
boy.
down because that was going to take too long. I just kind of went,
I just picture Ella on top of the book as they're all screaming, just
"Hi, I'm Ella."
Hi, I
And
killed you.
It's
You
like
have
I just go,
achieved
"Whee!"
Have a good
your 10th
transition.
point. You have saved the city, but with the Kazuriks achieving 8 of their own, you have incurred some notable losses along the way.
Yeah.
The last of the gnomes, which you've been able to load, has boarded the final ship. The Kazuriks are being repelled, but only just. And that is when you feel it. All of you this time. Energy ripples out from the Order of the Lady Between, a pulse that shakes you all to your core. And you feel that the very air around you is sizzling, destabilizing. What do you do?
I go for one last shot at Pomplamoose. I've got the cannon.
So again, just like gonna point it upward and just pray. Just shoot it off and pray.
Pull and pray.
I mean, we know where the energy's coming from. Like,
Oh,
there
that
is a
came from
pulse.
that came from the HQ, from the Order.
We're assuming.
Oh,
the
I thought Pomplamoose
roots.
did that into the ground.
He did
Oh,
that
yes, much
a
earlier.
while
Yeah,
ago.
much earlier.
I imagine he didn't move, right? He's
I mean,
leading
you
the
can take a
troops.
shot. Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna take a shot. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
call out with my big thunder. I'm gonna insult him and just
Hey, Purple Eyes, you suck!
That was good, man. That was good.
Roll that d20 with advantage.
Does he respond in any way?
There's no response.
You roasted him, Murray. You roasted him.
He refuses to be triangulated.
Dang it. Okay, well, I'm gonna aim. I'd like to use at least a little bit of my previous knowledge of many battles of like strategically where I think he might be.
That's fair. Yeah, roll that.
Okay. Do we have any rerolls just as a preemptive?
1.
1. Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh wait, I can see.
I'm gonna do a reroll.
I get to watch.
Okay.
I get to watch what direction this shit happens in.
Come on, baby.
I'm still on the book. Murray, just a little to the
Down
left.
there.
Use
little
grape
bug.
shots so you
Please.
can have a scatter pattern.
A what?
I'll load the cannon. You just aim it.
Do your best.
Oh!
No, you didn't.
It's a 19
On the die.
on the die.
So what's the total with your modifier for
What
attack?
modifier would this be for cannon?
I'd say same as your normal attack.
Oh,
Oh!
28.
Wow.
Gonna hit Poconos in between the eyes.
And so you shot, was it grape shot?
I'm heading towards what I assume is where I think Papa Moose might be.
Well, the grape shot was a good choice. I was going to make the cannonball miss, but the shotgun blast is a wonderful idea because that shot just rockets out and spreads. But this thing has to clear like over 100 yards, so it has time to really spread out. And the first thing you hear is the guy saying, "Okay, quick, everybody, just get up off the pile one at a time.
Oh, no.
Just, oh god, oh jeez, oh god!" And as they're just peppered with shrapnel as they're trying to unshish kebab themselves, and being slowly devoured from the feet and ass first by rats. And then, Ella, you see the final thing. You're just on the book, right?
I'm still on the book. I decided to still have my vantage point.
So you're watching for Polemos over there. And you see the grape shot cascade this great arc and come down on him. And he sees it coming for him. And he pulls up this big old shield and blocks himself. But you notice some shots are deflected, but several pierce straight through the shield. And as he lowers it, again, he's kind of far away. I'm giving you more detail than you could probably easily make out. But he stands back up,
Very perceptive.
almost like a little bit shaky on his feet, and you see like chunks of his face are missing. Pieces like of shrapnel have torn through his body. There's like an eye kind of like dangling a little bit. There's like a chunk of his jaw kind of hanging off a piece, but he's on his feet.
Excuse me, sir. What?
I can't see you, but I think your nickname is now Swiss Cheese, Pamplemousse.
However, the energy radiating from the Order of the Lady Between is growing more tense and more injurious.
Where is the Order's headquarters from where we are?
So we're going to go down off the battle map for now, and from this town square area, it is northeast from where you are. You can find your way back quite easily.
As she's moving, Bora's gonna pull out her compass and see, is there any sort of reaction from the energy?
Well, actually, yes. So the compass has now been retuned to find places of thinness between the two worlds, and actually is pointing back towards where you know the Order and the Mirror routes to be.
So she'll pull it out and start following.
Great. Does anyone else also join heading back towards the Mirror routes?
Yeah,
Yep.
as soon
Time
as
to
I
go,
was done
time to go. All right.
loading the cannon, I took off in that direction too.
Are we evacuating?
As I run away, I look back at Murray and I go,
Murray, catch Dazzle.
and I just keep running.
Oh yes, Dazzle's still in the fucking air.
Lady Dazzle! I dive to catch Dazzle.
Oh my
Picturing
god.
The ultimate feint.
I'm picturing the Andre the Giant scene at the end of Princess Bride, where
Yes.
she jumps out of the tower.
Is there a
Exactly.
strategic like boar being pushed
Yeah.
to catch?
I am the strategic boar.
Oh my god.
I look at
Put
Marie and I
that
go,
on a
today
pillow.
you truly are the strategic boar.
Does it work? Does he catch me?
Do I catch?
Oh, that's a freebie right there. Hell yeah, it's Murray.
Oh.
Me next. Just kidding.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
I land in
second
Murray's
arm.
arms. I just hug Murray.
Oh.
It's been a long week.
I know, I gotcha.
You're just running.
running.
I gotcha.
Baby.
Dazzle got uppies.
Yeah.
You're just grabbing G's and H's and you're trying to get down there, Bora, Ella.
I'm doing my best. I'm not a particularly dexterous
You can get down there, though.
person, and I'm glad that nobody's watching me climb down like they were watching me climb up.
You see one gnome point go,
Hold on, she's got pass without trace. Her stealth is
Yeah.
great.
the gnome's like, I assume something funny is going on, but I'm not sure what it is.
My stealth is great. It's 10 more than 0.
Oh my god. So those of you who are heading straight towards the order, barging inside, you see Fia grasping onto the mirror roots, struggling to contain their power, and Bora, she turns back to you and says, Bora, I'm so sorry. I can't hold it any longer. The Fae won't allow us to both exist on this plane together, and this is going to keep happening so long as we do. Are the gnomes safe?
They're as safe as we could get them. I will find you.
Get out. Please, you have to get out. Warn who remains, who's still here, and run.
Okay. And
I'll see
Bora
you again.
will turn around, and anybody else that was following, she's gonna sort of like just usher them straight out and say, "We have to get out."
Hold on, we
Gonna
could
blow.
help. We could change it.
I don't think so. Not this time.
It doesn't have to be this way.
I think it does. And she's gonna start running.
Following, still holding Dazzle.
Yeah.
I'm
And-
gonna put my hand against Dazzle's ear while Thaumaturgy still battle crying, "Follow us! Follow my voice! We're leading to safety!" Blah,
As
blah,
Chirp,
blah,
as
blah,
Chirp
blah.
starts running out, he looks back at Fia and he's like, 2 minutes. Can you do 2 minutes?
What?
2 minutes! 2 minutes!
Whatever you have to do it now.
Run, everybody! We just need to get everybody clear.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah.
I assume that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because
Because last time this blew up an entire city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to.
Great. So
Hold on.
I want.
Could I have gotten a view on Fia before, like, turning around and running the other way?
Yeah, totally.
I'm gonna hunter's mark her. I just want to know. I just want to know what happens.
Beautiful.
So everyone lost past without a trace, but I'm just gonna.
I want. Great, you do mark her indeed, and I want all of you to roll a dex save.
Oh.
Sorry, Ella.
Oh, fuck.
Yike.
Really?
Yeah, it's not good.
Yike.
Okay, so I assume that Ella, Murray, Chirp, and Bora definitely did not pass, but Fess and Dazzle?
Yo, dog, I got a 19.
Okay.
Where
This is
are
stealth, right?
Yes. Sorry, no, Dex.
Dex.
Dex,
Dex.
saving throw.
Okay.
we're
My
super out of
dex
rerolls,
save,
right?
17.
Yes. Okay. Bora, what was yours?
7.
7. Chirp.
11.
Murray got a 1.
Murray, no, sir.
Ella got an 8.
Oh,
okay,
it's because
so
Murray's carrying me.
I'm carrying Dazzle,
Dazzle.
and I have a negative to my dex.
Buddy.
Oh,
So I'm
0.
technically a
Um,
0.
Can I know it's a little fucky, but can I cast fly and see if I can help Murray get going?
Do we all still get to add 1 if that helps?
Yeah,
Hey.
but it
I rolled an
doesn't.
18.
I only got a 9.
You do, but I
Um,
don't.
I'll say that yes, Dazzle, you can, and I'll let that give Murray like just a squeak by there, just
up a little.
passing. Yeah. However, those of you who did not save,
Am I
oh,
saving
boy.
them right now?
Barely, I think.
those of you
Or
who
am I
did
just
not
not crit
save.
failing?
Oh no, you did save, but you're taking
Oh.
half damage. So those of you who did not save take 16 points of damage as the energy erupts out of the mirror roots and begins to tear the city apart around you. Those who did save, you take 8 points of damage as your bodies try to hold together.
Oh my.
And as this happens, a blast erupts from the building, casting a wave of energy across the entire city. Structures collapse, the walls fall. Soldiers of every faction are torn to shreds where they stand, vaporized before you. When the dust settles, a new wave of Khazaric soldiers charge down the hill into the now leveled city. The final boats are pushing away into the harbor to Talthim Saw beyond. What do you all do?
Well, that was more like a minute and a half.
Bora was leading them to the evacuation to the boats. So if we still have anybody
And as you
with us,
enter the docks, you realize the last boats are already pushing away. But from your left, from the now visible tree line after the walls have fallen, you hear a scream, "To arms!" And a great fireball arcs into the Khazaric line. The rebels are emerging from the woods en masse with Kifo at their rear, hurling spells into the enemy forces. And he calls out, "Retreat to the woods! Survivors fall back to the wood!"
good
What do you all
idea.
Time to go to the woods. All right. What time?
Question. After the
Yes.
explosion, did Hunter's Mark drop?
So, remind me under what conditions you can perceive that mark.
It's just up to an hour, but if it drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, I would know that I could move I could move this to a different target.
So, I'd say, unless the spell does not permit you to perceive people across different planes of existence, the Hunter's Mark is still up.
I let it drop on its own. I just wanted to know if she survived it.
And as far as you can tell, she did.
Cool.
Beautiful. So you all are now charging towards the
wood.
The rebels.
Yeah.
Wonderful. The rebels cover the
Chirp's
survivors' retreat.
Chirp's just throwing darts as we run back. He's just like, man, fuck all you guys. There's 2 fucking cities, fucking fucks.
How many
got like
darts do you have?
You've
I
got like
have
a Legolas
so many
quiver of
darts.
I'm with Chirp. If we ever get within 30 feet of a Khazaric, I'm casting Bane as many times as it'll let me.
Yeah.
I have 18 more darts and 37 penny whistles.
Can I have 1 penny whistle?
You can have 1 penny whistle or 2 darts.
I want the penny whistle.
Okay.
I like slide it and then pull out my bow and start shooting.
Fucking fucks.
As you all charge towards the tree line, the rebels cover the survivors' retreat as the 100 or so civilians and gnome soldiers who survived the blast of the from the mirror roots make way for the tree line. You bustle over, entering the forest as the rebel forces turn about and charge into the forest as well, covering your movement into the wood. Before you know it, the deafening noise of the battlefield is gone, and the soft footsteps of the soldiers around you are all that remains. The smell of the forest changes, the angle of the light shifts, and you come out into a clearing. Standing before you, wearing a smile, is
And nothing else?
Philemon.
Okay.
Oh.
And he says, "Welcome
Bet you regret
back."
that now.
Wait, my brain didn't unhear.
Yeah,
the
can
part
you
where he
redo it?
wasn't
Because now I'm
naked.
picturing a naked Philemon and I'm upset about
He's
it.
not
He's naked. You described him as naked.
Standing before you, wearing a
heard it.
smile and clothes
Oh.
is Philemon. And he says, "Welcome back."
Piss
However-
off.
I look down in my bag and I only have penny whistles left. Oh, you fucking.
That was supposed to be the button on the end of the episode, but right as I said it, we had a confessional for Nasiq. I fear what might be coming next. Don't make me laugh, please. This is already so difficult. Okay. I got this. Okay, here we go. Okay, second take from the top. I fear what might be coming next. There was something about that man, that Polemos. I have seen it before.
Back when my people were initially coming to grips with the blight that we tried to use as a weapon against our fellows, the scholar Mustar had a similar air about him. I worry this is not the last we've seen of Polymos, and that there might be something more to this blight than just a mere disease or magical affliction. It feels as though all things are coming to a head. I think it might be time for me to take my leave and research how we can procure more of this tincture to purge others of this condition. Without it, this world may never stand a chance. Plus, I'm kind of just set dressing here anyway, so it'd be good to feel useful. Oh, it's Philemon.
And that is the end of our episode. And all of you have leveled up.
Yay!
Snap!
Okay.
And thank you all so much, as we have hit our donation goal and are going to be shortly premiering the next episode of our thrilling side adventure, The Quest for Cornbread.
What is it, the second to last episode?
I think this is second to last.
Second to last episode. We're almost through with
The
our pet
penultimate?
adventure.
Oh.
The penultimate?
Yeah.
Penultimate.
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 The penultimate.
Yeah.
We almost get to have the pets back.
Yay!
We're so close.
Excellent.
Let's go around the table real fast, say who we are, who we've been, where to find us, and we'll take you right to that episode.
Sweet. Hi, I'm Abria Iyengar. Follow me on social media at Quiddie, Quiddie. In addition to this game, you can catch me on Mondays playing Rime of the Frost Maiden with Chaos Initiative crew over on D&D's Twitch channel at 1 p.m. Tomorrow and all of the Saturdays of March, you can catch me on the March to Gaxmore over on Gaxmore Gary Con's Twitch channel at 6 p.m. playing a very fun game with very fun people. And I think that's all I can say.
Yay! I've been Xander John Ray, your Furbolg Paladin. I'm not a Furbolg, but it's fine.
I couldn't tell.
You can follow me at Xanderific with 2 R's and 1 F on Twitter, and I just put up my spring lineup schedule. I've got 2 shows that are premiering next week, so I'm very excited for both of those. But check everything out on Twitter. I also stream on my personal channel on Twitch, which is also Xanderific with 2 R's and 1 F.
Hi, I'm Sage Ryan. I go by Not Sage everywhere on the internet. You can find me on my channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, or here all the time. You can find me for It's Too Early with Anthony. Tomorrow on Dandel's Dice and Everything Nice. Sunday for a very cool episode of One Time on the Internet. You can also find me around on the Smosh Games channel, and a new thing has recently been announced called the Black Dice Society, and I can't tell you what it is, but there is a cool new trailer for it that I just retweeted tonight. So I don't know.
That's so cool.
Check it out.
Your article on D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wrote an article on D&D Beyond. I just want stuff with D&D Beyond.
sometimes.
It's very good. It's very
So
good.
Dusty
Everyone
in
should
here.
read it. Everyone should read it.
I love you.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, hi. I'm Kaylee. You can find me on Twitter at HoppaBarbarian. I also am here a lot. You can find me tomorrow running Damsel's Dice and Everything Nice. We have Jessica Parsons back as Meg tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Yay.
We also have the wonderful Serena Marie joining us as Judy Hops. Y'all,
Wow.
I'm
That's
very
amazing.
excited about it. Please come hang out with us. I'm pretty pumped about this episode. And it's not cursed at all like the last couple episodes. Sorry, everybody. And you can find me on Mondays at 8 a.m. Pacific time. Kids on Bikes at Roll20's Twitch, which is super fun. And yeah, I also have a YouTube video up with D&D Beyond talking about using traps to make your encounters more interesting. And I had a really great time with them. So go check that out too.
Cool.
Yay.
Hi, I'm Gina DeVivo. I have been your tiefling paladin Murray with the good hair. And we had a new show premiere here with the lovely Rachel Seeley, Dogwood, and Dust Bowls. Please catch up on it. We just had our first premiere episode. It was bonkers and a lot of fun and a lot of accents, and everything is normal. Everyone's normal. All the things are normal. This town is normal. So go check it out. It's got really amazing people: Whitney Moore, Jason Charles Miller, Lisa Penrose, Gabe Hicks. Like it's a full cast of really incredible people. So check it out. And yeah, we do Star Trek show Also, so check out Q Times Mondays, and yeah, that's fun. Pocket Gina is my Twitter. I'm out of practice today, y'all.
I know.
I have no notes. I feel like you nailed it, and I
Yep.
thought it was wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Anthony Carboni. I've been Chirp Burbington, your honest, forthright, and caring Aarakocra monk. You can find me everywhere on the internet at @Carboni, except for here on Twitch, where I'm at Anthony Carboni. Twitch, you cowards, it's mine. Give it back to me. Every Friday, I've got a science comedy podcast with Jeff Kanata called We Have Concerns. That's at wehaveconcerns.com. And Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, you can watch me and Sage here on this channel at 8 a.m. Pacific time, where we give you so much news. Just fucking you can't even understand. Whoa, the news. I'm very excited because I finally have Shadow Step now that we've leveled up.
Ooh,
Hell yes.
I have so many more spell slots, it feels like.
I can't wait to see what happens.
And I am Vince Casso. I've been your DM for the night. Thank you all for having me. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch and Instagram at Vince Casso, on YouTube as well. I stream Monday through Thursday and sometimes on Saturdays and on Sundays, playing all kinds of crazy games in the afternoons, all kinds of crazy creators. It's always a good time. Also, on the 16th, this coming week, I'm playing on Roll20's channel for their indie showcase. We're playing Companion's Tale with the creator Laura Simpson and a wonderful cast of incredible people, so tune in for that as well on Roll20. I'm just learning the game for the first time. It's a wonderful narrative storytelling game with a lot of player involvement in the story. It's really, really fun, so check it out. And thank you all so much for the support. Check out the Patreon, get on the Discord.
Thank you, we love you.